yoga, whatever taught just few days, you just try to practice, and your teacher will guide you. Apart from your regular activity, regular teaching learning classes, you have to do some research work, some entrepreneurships, anything you have to busy, they will guide you. Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
There are so many mentors, they will motivate you how to do the research paper, how to you have to write creating writing. So my students, some students are interested for job, they will guide you for job. Some students are interested for research activity, my mentor will guide you. Someone wants to go foreign, so how do they go foreign, what are the basic criteria, they will guide you. And I request everyone, please make your passport. Now passport is very near to you, so you make it your first passport. Okay, there are so many things they will discuss with you, don't worry it. So we are with you. Any more questions?
Yes, sir. Another question. Hello.
Yes.
Sir, can you tell us more about the Coursera and the courses for the credit points?
Okay. Let me explain. Actually, already we have total 4 theory, 4 practical you have to cover. Apart from this, if you want BTech course, there are 2 more things. BTech honors. We will provide BTech honors. It is optional. You can continue this course or not. That depend on your choice. So, but our side, we will help you definitely do some more extra courses. One is MAR and another is MOOCs. So, initially, we do not provide any certificate. University already has given some guideline for MOOCs courses. You have to do these courses from online. Like you have to do some courses, Coursera, I think it is best. Some courses for IIT, NIT have. So you see go through our total syllabus, everything written. So my suggestion, don't enroll your name anywhere, because you have to pay some money, 2,000, 1,000, some monies are there. So
Anupam sir, am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, you are audible, perfectly audible, and live streaming is also on.
हम लोगों को सुनाई देने के लिए नहीं सुनाई नहीं देता है।
उसी में तो आता था पहले।
अच्छा।
Sir, everything is audible, sir.
So
and it is also in live stream and recorded mode.
So this type of discussion again we will start in your classroom. So any more questions, student side? So Vyapari sir is here. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Default microphone USB.
Hello.
Yes sir. Dubey sir, you are audible.
Hello Anupam sir.
Yes, sir, you are audible and visible both.
So now we will start our next session.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
एक second. It is okay.
Vyapari sir, can we start?
Headphone है क्या नहीं?
Dubey sir, can you change the camera angle a little?
Okay, 2 minutes. Hello.
Sir, can you change the camera angle a little? Because your upper portion is not visible properly.
आपका प्रेजेंटेशन कहाँ है? इसी में है, पेन ड्राइव में है। चलिए हमारे पास चलिए। We are trying to log in from another account as because some technical problems are going on here. We are unable to listen you, so you have to wait another 1 to 2 minutes. Please cooperate us.
So students, dear students, if you have any specific queries related to unavailability of the classroom link or anything else, that you can join to our helpline meeting link from 4 to 5 today also from 4 to 5, our faculty volunteers will be there to address your queries. So please join there from 4 to 5. It is not only for the students who have joined in the Google Meet now, it is also for those students who have joined through YouTube live streaming. YouTube live streaming is also available here, and the Google meeting link for the helpline, that is also available in your classroom, I think. So please feel free to join there after 4 to talk over your queries and doubts. Over to you, Professor Jana.
So thank you very much, Dr. Anupam Dev. So I am very thankful for my team for nice efforts. So I am grateful, and in this situation, I understand we have learned a lot from this pandemic situation, and I am extremely happy. My team is working total last 15 days. We are working in same procedure. I am convey the sincere thanks and gratitude to my all faculty members, especially for the SAS department. They are doing excellent work in this situation. So, Bika sir is, are you ready?
Sir,
So, Bika sir, are you
not there?
Okay.
Rajiv sir has said that he will join a bit later because there is some issue. He will probably join from some other account.
Okay. So, after one lecture, I will discuss something about application of mathematics. So, I hope student will enjoy my lecture. So, I hope I will left this session. I don't know, because yet not I have finished my lunch. I have to finish my lunch, then I will start my lecture. So any question student side, you can ask me directly, so I can give your answer.
Sir.
Hello, sir.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
Sir, the class routine is not provided from yours.
Okay, already I have sent to your mentor. Mentors is always ready to submit. They will submit within Sunday. They will send your Google Classroom. So don't wait. Only you wait for one day. They will give you.
Sir, in the Google Classroom, everything is provided. From
Yes. Google Classroom means they will attach file and they will send it. So you open your Gmail account. So you will get it, your routine, your material, whatever you want. You always search your email ID. Have you Gmail ID?
Oh, yes.
So you can get it. So now we are.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
Sir, I am mechanical branch.
Yes.
And I wanted to start preparing for GATE. So what would be the role of mathematics and how should I start preparing?
Okay. In my session, I will give you details idea. So if you listen my lecture and again you will ask the same question, you will get it.
Yes,
okay.
Sure.
So again. I will discuss. I will discuss everything in my presentation. Some students are wanted to go research. They will get answer. Some students are interested for competitive exam, GRE, GATE, any other whatever your examinations. If you go through my lecture, you will understand.
Sure, sir. I will ask again.
Okay, no problem. And in your department, there are extremely good professors. Some professors are very good, especially for GATE. And if you directly contact with him or her, he will give you the shortcut way for how to achieve this. This is a very tough examination. Nowadays, it become very competitive. And if you have a competitive mind, and if you want to be a good engineer, and if you want to do the job in government sector, The gate is necessary. Without gate, you cannot apply any competitive, any government job. This is the basic criteria to apply for a government job.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
Sir, I want to know.
Yes.
I am from electrical branch.
Yes.
I get a job in IT sector from electrical branch.
Yes, obviously. Already your teacher told you what is the artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence means, one example is driverless car. Any car, there is a needs of electrical or not? You tell me. There is a needs of only software, only
No,
data.
sir, electrical and mechanical.
Electrical as well mechanical. So to be, if I want to design a driverless car, everything is necessary. Not only software. Software is a soul, or they will give you the direction, but the hardware part is necessary.
Sir,
Okay. Yes.
sir, I want to know that the syllabus of computer science, artificial intelligence, and computer science, data science is same or different?
Okay. So first year you are under me, means first year means basic science.
Okay.
Basic science, there are how many subjects? There are physics, chemistry, math, English. So in my presentation already I have made this way. So if you want to do something new, so all are necessary. If you go through my lecture, you will understand, oh, you have to study chemistry. Without chemistry, you cannot do anything correct.
Okay.
So if you want to establish something, so you have to study everything. First year is common. From second year, there will be some specific. But there are 70 to 60% are the common subject. Only if you go through the different branches, there will be some different paper. So don't think that I am from electrical, mechanical.
Hello, am I audible?
Yes, you are audible.
Yes, sir. Now our speaker is ready. Sorry for being late. Just due to technical problem, we were late. And our speaker, Professor Vikas Bepari, sir. And he is one of the faculty of mechanical department now. He was the HOD, and presently he is the Dean of Student Welfare. He has lots of research publication. 6 numbers of students have done PhD under him. He is a person, he is related to all and every students. Already I come to know that early in the morning one of the students said his name, and that he is one of the inspiring fellow. And whatever we have learned from him. We also the learner, and we also have moved under his guidance. He has given lots of interest in the welfare of the students, in the benefits of the students. So I'd like to request Professor Vikas Bepari sir to continue his nice presentation, and that is one of the interesting and which will lead you back again from so much of our other discussions to the field of engineering. It will collect you from the nature, and he is going to present from this desk, and I would like to offer my microphone to Professor Bepari sir, Dean of Student Welfare.
So before starting, Professor Bepari sir, I want to add one line. So
yes,
in my mind,
please inaugurate the session.
Okay. I only add one line about Professor Vikas Bepari. He is not only the professor and dean, etc. Already Professor Dubey has said. So in my mind and in my eyes, I have seen some good work, good research paper related to robotics. So I salute Professor Vikas Bepari for this good paper on Elsevier, reputed journal. I salute once again Professor Vikas Bepari. From my side, from research side, I salute Professor Vikas Bepari, and I request and I give you the permission to start your session, and you share your ideas to our newcoming students. Thank you, Professor Vikas Bepari.
Thank you, Dr. Jana.
Thank you, sir.
Am I audible?
Yes.
At the outset, I must congratulate all the newly admitted students who have chosen HIT to be their next home, just after their own home. I heartily welcome you to be a part of HIT family. Now, coming to the topic, I personally presume you are mostly from computer science and engineering department. That's why having a specialization of uh, data science. Mostly, all the students are from data science group. So my lecture session will be a very short lecture session, and I always personally believe into things that nature is the ultimate, so my topic of discussion is omens of nature. Now, being a faculty of engineering and technology and being a learner till date, whatever research I do, personally, I do believe into the nature and biomimicking. Whatever you see in this world around you, in your vicinity, all engineering clues are readily available and those are lying just beside you. All what you have to do, you have to open up your eyes, you have to grasp the elements of nature, and you have to implement those things by substantiating through engineering knowledge substrated with the knowledge of science, applied sciences, physics, chemistry, and mathematics. So, as you see that omens of nature, now what do you mean by omen? Omen means we know. Omen means this. Suppose I am riding a car, suddenly I see a cat is crossing the road, so it immediately triggers into our mind that something bad is supposed to happen. So that do mean by we do mean by aman like this, amen this, but no, but not always. It may be a good sign also. So you have to grasp the idea of the uh, natural being and natural processes, and ultimately you have to implement it in the field of engineering. Nowadays we are talking about data science. Now, if I ask a question, what is data? Mostly, I know I'll not be getting the perfect result for this answer for this. What is data? Can anybody say what is data? Can anybody?
Sir?
You have written information.
Okay.
Yeah, you have written information. Can anybody say what is data?
Information
The raw
storing data
facts. Yes, the
and
facts. It is collection of facts. Facts which gives us information in some in the form of some measuring quantity that is known as measurement. That is basically data. Now see, in my slide, you can easily see that there is a cat. You're riding a car. It is triggering into mind something bad will happen. But nature is not like that. Nature will always help you from every corner to grasp the science of nature and to implement into the field of engineering and technology. Now I'm going to the next slide. My first omen is, you just see this we have learned in the very fifth or sixth standard, defined parts of a tree. So you can see that there is a leaf and it is connected to the stem at the node with the help of petiole. And you can see here also, a coconut tree, uh, and you can, if you minutely observe the bough of the coconut tree, it is a single leaf. This is basically a single leaf. You'll see the dimension at near to the stem is higher than the dimension at the distal position. Distal means L. As you move away from the stem of the tree, gradually you'll observe that it is a taper in shape. It is basically taper in shape, just like your hand. The hand is, the diameter of it, the hand is, more near to the shoulder, and as you'll be moving towards the end of the hand, towards the fingers, gradually you'll see the dimension is diminishing. So that is the beauty, and that is the similarity in between these two cases. Taper in shape, this is known as taper. If the dimension of something gradually diminishes, it is known as taper. Okay. But why this is taper? Why this is taper? You just see. The answer will be to make the exterior parts stiffen and rigid. Have you observed this one at your home? See, it is a bookshelf. It is a bookshelf, and it is supported by two stiffeners. See, at the near to the wall, the thickness is more, and gradually, as you moving towards the exterior part of the shelf, gradually the dimension is decreasing, decreasing, decreasing. People, I don't know how many of you going to, we are going to um, going for bodybuilding. uh, you gradually, by bodybuilding, you just make your biceps, triceps, and trapezoidus muscle. And that is for what? That is to give a support to the hand. When you are raising your hand and making it horizontal, it is subjected to huge and tremendous moment. At the If you straighten your hand, if you keep your hand straightened position for 5 minutes, you'll feel pain near to the shoulder. So in order to mitigate, in order to neutralize that pain, by bodybuilding, you are making your trapezoidus muscle having more cross section, so that to withstand the uh, pain, stress. So this is the first one. And see, this is also making products. These, if you want to make a shelf like this, you have to either make, or you have to buy this product, this stiffener. You can see it over here. Clear? So you have to purchase this one. So this is a product. You have to expend money for this. This is a product. So the idea of this thing is basically gathered from the tree, and ultimately we are making a product like this. See, it is taper, and these are basically the stickers. Next one is next omen. You can see this is nothing but. Can anybody say what is this? Can anybody say what is this?
Tendrils.
Tendrils. Very good, very good. Tendrils. These are all tendrils. Clear? And you'll see uh, trees and plants which are having their fruit size heavier with respect to the stem. All those plants are having this type of tendrils. In bean tree, you are not supposed to get this tendril, but in kaddu, in bottle gourd, in bitter gourd, like peas, all those are having tendrils. Like you just see in the bottle gourd, this is bottle gourd, right topmost. This is pea. There is tendril because this fruit is very weighty. Its weight is very high, so it is having tendrils. But compared to the stem size, these beans are not having. This bean tree is not having tendrils. There is absence of tendrils in this type of trees, but there is presence of tendrils like bottle gourd, bitter gourd, even pumpkin. Those are also having tendrils. Now, what for these tendrils are see, these are basically natural springs. Whenever there is a mass, can you think of a car, a bike without shock absorber? You cannot think of. You cannot think of. They are basically the natural springs. natural springs to absorb shock. Now suppose Peter board is having 2 kilo of weight that is hanging, so and air is flowing like anything. Automatically what will happen if there is absence of tendrils, it will fall down. Certainly it will fall down. So these are basically natural springs which are taking care of the load of the fruit. And if we scientifically analyze, so you can have a spring mass dashboard system. Spring mass dashboard. The dashboard system, where from the dashboard is coming, it is full of phloems, xylems and phloems. Those are basically pumps. Those are basically pumps. And the tendril itself is a shock absorber. Clear. So from the nature itself, you can manage, you can see, you can accumulate, you can acquire knowledge of engineering, which are presently and readily available in the nature. This is the second omen. My third omen is, I'm showing you one tree, and you have observed mostly all the trees are all the trees are all the trees are having a circular section. Why this is circular? Can anybody say why the section mostly for all the trees, the section is circular? একটু দেখাবো।
More surface area, sir.
Least surface area. More surface area.
Yes, sir.
More surface area. Any other question? A answer? Sorry. Any other answer?
To increase surface tension.
Surface tension? No, এটা একটু অন করা যাবে স্যার?
For binding of molecule.
আমি আমাকে দেখতে চাইছি।
To achieve the
Can you see me?
No, sir.
Hello? No, you cannot see me.
Yes, sir, you are visible.
I'm visible. Achha. Now you just observe. Can you see what is the cross section of this scale?
Sir, to minimize the strain.
Or forget about this. What is the cross section of this book? This is nothing but a rectangle. Can you see it? This is a rectangle. This cross section is nothing but a rectangle.
Sir, it's not visible. Can't see this. It's visible, sir.
The cross section of the book is rectangular.
Sir, may I just intervene? Because the students are probably your video is not visible to them. Students, sir's video is on through Anupam sir's account. And so, sir is talking from Rajiv Dubey sir's account.
Okay, so now you're visible.
Now see, I am thinking of a tree which is having this type of section instead of a circular section. So these type of sections, suppose I am getting a tree which is having a rectangular section. So if it is a rectangular section, if this is a tree, suppose wind is coming from this side. Wind may come from any one of the sides. So if wind come from this side, the bending will be more. If wind come from this side, then bending will be less. Clear? Suppose this is a tree. Wind is coming from this side, so bending will be more. But if wind is coming from this side, bending will be less. So it is better to make my cross section circular so that whatever may be the direction of wind, my deflection will be the minimum and same. And you might not be knowing, here from the idea of moment of inertia came. Now you just observe the panel of Rajiv Dubey sir. See, in my presentation, I have shown the cross section of a tree, and this is circular, clear. And you just see the moment of inertia. That means if it is circular, then what will happen? The resistance will not vary from direction to direction. Wind may come from any one of the sides, so the resistance of wind will be same. The resistance of the stem will be same. That's why mostly all the trees are having circular section. Leaning coconut tree, and you can see leaning tower of Pisa. Okay. Those all are circular. They may lean, but because of their circular section, they will poise up with the same resistive force and subjected to when it is subjected to wind pressure, wind load. So this is the third omen. The fourth omen is this is winter, and in winter what happens? You will see Pachhar ka mausam. Pachhar, trees will fall. This is fall session. Leaves falling. Why? Why leaves are falling? If you provide when all the leaves are ripen, if you provide huge air force, you'll see they'll not fall. They'll fall when gentle wind will pass by. It is because of what? It is because of natural frequency. Everything in this world is having a natural frequency. In the gentle wind, the frequency of the wind matches with the natural frequency of the leaves, and that's why their resonance happens over there, and they are falling down. So it is there. You know the phenomena resonance. When a military team is passing over a bridge, they are repeatedly warned not to parade. Why? It's for it is for to avoid resonance and catastrophe. And you just see what is natural frequency? The frequency at which a system oscillates when not subjected to any continuous or repeated external force. You don't have to shake it. It is naturally, it will get shaken. It will get shaken. Clear. And what is resonance? Synchronous vibration of neighboring objects. When two neighboring objects are synchronized, vibrating in a very synchronized manner. That is basically resonance. Clear? Now, this idea we are using, and we are making, we are making microwave oven. And what happens in microwave oven? Microwave oven, we deliberately match, we give induced vibration, induced microwave that matches with the natural frequency of the of the water, and water gets excited, it gets heated, and ultimately the water vaporizes, and it ultimately hits the entire food, whatever and whichever you keep over there. So this idea, the idea of resonance, that has turned into a product. Now in each everyone's home, it is available. My fifth omen. What is this? This is nothing but castor oil. Have you seen the castor beans? This is the exploded view of castor beans. These are basically thorns, and these are having hooks at the end. One German fellow, electrical engineer, he went for in the mid 19th century, he went for a hunt, and while I returned back, he observed that these beans have got stuck into the fur of his pet dog. And you might not be knowing, by observing these phenomena, ultimately this velcro was made. So this idea was readily available in the nature. And ultimately, this is a product. If you purchase a shoe of Nike, sandal, a slipper, even your keto, you'll observe this one. This is nothing but invention through by grasping the natural phenomena. These are readily available in the the hooks are getting entangled with the fur of my pet dog's fur, and I am making a product out of it. You just see, this is a product. This is nothing but Velcro. My next omen. Can you say what is this? Can anybody say what is this?
Aries.
Caterpillar.
Caterpillar.
Leaves of a fern tree. And you just observe the curl. The curl is just like this. You can see the curl. The curl is nothing but like this. Clear? And these type of curves are basically known as spiral. And the mention of this curve was there in Mahabharata. Chakrabu. Abhimanyu was killed. He was pushed from the exterior pathway, and ultimately he got stuck at this position, at this pole, and he was killed. Abhimanyu. You all might be doing Abhimanyu. This is spiral. Now I am entering into a common series, Fibonacci series. Seldom it is pronounced as a Fibonacci series. You all know what is Fibonacci series. 1, 1, then 1 plus 1, 2, plus 2 plus 1, 3, then 2 plus 3, 5, 3 plus 5, 8, 5 plus 8, 13, like this. This is a series. You are from data science, so you will be much more aware of this series. Clear? This is a Fibonacci series. Now what I am doing, you just see, I am taking a square whose each side is 1. I am taking another square whose each side is 1. I am taking another square whose each side is 2. I am taking another one which is each side is 3. I am taking another one which is 5 and 8. Like this, the next one will be 8 plus 5, 30. Then the next one will be what? You can easily formulate the Fibonacci series. But if you join like this by arcs, you are supposed to get ultimately the curve. See, this was readily available in the nature, but the data and the information of the shape, data about the shape, we are interpreting with mathematics in this way. Clear? The next one is, this is a cactus plant. I'm concentrating on this leaf. This is the leaf, and the next leaf is this one. The next leaf is this one. Clear? And you'll observe that the angle between two leaves, two adjacent leaves, is basically 137.5 degree. It happens. It is well proven by experimentation. Is 137.5 degree. Now, where from this 137.5 degree is coming? Again, I'm going to Fibonacci series. You know it. Now, what I am doing, I am dividing one by one. I'm taking first two numbers. Okay. The second one divided by the first one, that is 1. The next one is 2 divided by 1. See, it is 2. The third one is 3 divided by 2, 1.5. The fourth one is 8 divided by 5 divided by 3. This is 1.67. See, the beauty is initially it is 1, then it is increasing. Then again it is, decreasing. Then again it is increasing. And if you go like this, after certain time you will see this ratio will not change. And this ratio is basically known as golden ratio. See, 1 then 2, undulation is increasing, then 1.5, again it is, decreasing, then again it is increasing, again it is decreasing, again increasing, and gradually it is becoming, saturated, and it is 1.161, and this is nothing but golden ratio. Now, what I will ask you, take a regular pentagon. Take a regular pentagon. Take a regular pentagon. Take a regular pentagon and join the diagonals like this. Join the diagonals. You have joined. Now you will see that this portion and the next portion, the blue colored one and the red colored one, they are having a ratio of 1:1.61. If you consider the blue colored portion A, if we consider the red colored portion as B, the total length will be A plus B. You will observe one thing, that A plus B by A will be always equal to A by B, and this ratio is 1.61. And this 1.61 is basically this data we have derived from the Fibonacci series. Clear? Now, if we take this blue color line and this red color line, and if we draw a circle like this, wherein this portion is A and this portion is B, and if you subtend an angle to the center, you will see that this angle is nothing but 137.5 degree. And it is the distribution of the leaves to have the maximum utilization of sun rays, which is essential for a tree. See, we started from what? We started from the distribution of leaves for, over on the, stems. And we are, in all the cases, either the nature is giving you some omen related to some data, some information, some pattern, some facts, or it is ultimately, rendering, and it is ultimately voicing up with a, total shape of a product. So you'll see beside you everything is lying. You have to, you are the data, you'll become data scientists, and you will work for the whole globe, and all the omens are lying beside you. All what you have to do, you have to gather the knowledge from the nature, and you have to implement it. Clear? Again, see, this is also tendril, the shape is what? Spiral. And I'd like to conclude with the note by Albert Einstein. You can see it. Look deep into the nature.
Hello, mommy.
So this was all about my presentation. This was very small presentation. Perhaps you are hungry. I don't know whether you have taken your lunch or not. So this was my topic, and I have tried to show you some facts which are there in the nature, and hope you have understood and you have enjoyed. Thank you very much. God bless you.
Most welcome, sir.
Now, if you do have any question, you can ask me.
So they are asking, can they get the PPT? So they are asking if they can have the
You
PPT.
can have it. You can have it. No problem. I can give you. I'll hand it over to the coordinator, and he'll, if at all it is needed, you can collect it from Anupam sir. There's no problem.
Thank you, sir.
Sir?
So I request Professor A.B. Maiti sir, please join this meeting. And also I thank you very much, Professor B.K.S. Dipari sir.
Okay, I think there is lots of questions. Is it? Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Thank you very much. Please keep mute your microphones. And it was a very nice session. Thank you, Bepari sir, our HOD, for your nice presentation. And the students are interacting, sending lots of questions are there. Lots of questions are there. One of them is, sir, what is the role of statistics in data science? Okay, all questions will be answered later. And we will get connected with sir. Thank you very much for so much informative and so much inquisitive speech and presentation. Now our Professor Deepak Jana sir has joined. Our Professor A.B. Maiti sir, Dean of Dean of Applied Science. I would like to ask Professor Deepak Jana sir, please introduce our Dean of Applied Science in front of our August gathering and dear students.
So
it is
many
our
thanks to our convener, as well as my colleagues, my best colleagues, my faculty members, and good afternoon everyone. So now the session is for Professor A.B. Maiti sir. So many thanks. So he is our dean, and Professor Maiti already published so many good books in very reputed journals for nano science and nanotechnology, and he has working last 26 years, nearly 25, more than 20 years in our institute, and I hope he is a well-known person in this nanoscience and technology. So I request Professor Maiti, please start your program.
Thank you, Deepak. Good afternoon, everybody. Can you hear me, my dear student?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Okay. So, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the Haldia Institute of Technology. Myself is the Professor A.B. Maiti from Haldia Institute of Technology. And I will not take too much time. I will speak on a few my ideas about the history of science, particularly the development of science and its implications. And the questions first arise in your mind that you got admitted in the engineering discipline, like someone is the computer science, some is then information engineering, mechanical engineering, or the information technology, and so on. So the first questions comes in your mind that being an engineering institute, why do you need the science, or basically the history of science? Remember, my dear friend, whatever may be your discipline, all the engineering and technological developments, they basically originates from scientific thoughts or ideas. So basically what is happening, what I want to share with you, that all the engineering development, technological development, or the product, they originates from scientific thoughts. And that's why what normally people can do, initially the scientific ideas, they experiment in the modular form in the laboratory, and then they repeatedly do it in an experimented way. And just after getting this reproducibility, they put in an industry scale production. Take an example. You look the right hand side a small picture, and this is the picture of the first transistor. I hope all of you have heard the transistor, semiconductor transistor, and when you see the first year classes will start, you learn it more carefully. And this is the transistor, basically the more key component of any electronic circuit, integrated circuit. Without transistor, you cannot design anything. And this type of transistor first developed by the Shockley and his co-worker at the Bell Laboratory in USA, 1947. So you look the diagrams in the right hand side, but you look the left hand side, when the same thoughts, same scientific idea comes in the product form, they coming in what is called in a very nice, small and compact way. So that's what I want to mean you, that every product, every engineering development comes from the scientific thoughts. So engineering and technology always follow the science. Next is another example. This diagram you look here, Professor C.V. Raman, all of you know, and he was famous for his Raman effect. What is the Raman effect? Now basically light particle collide with the atoms or molecules of any systems. It may be the liquid system, gaseous system or solid system, and during collision they change their energy, they lose their energy, and once the energy lose, their wavelength changes. And that idea, so you look, Raman discovered this phenomena in 1928, nearly 1930s like, but after 70 years, it took 70 years to put this idea in the form of development of a new product, which is called the Raman optical amplifier. And nowadays it is a vast component, very key component for all long distance optical communication systems. So what I want to mean, the product or the device when you are using, never forget the science behind that. So the science give you the first idea, and then the technology and engineering follow behind that. So the history of science, basically what? Now, they supplement some of their queries. What the queries? What, how, who, like that. Those questions which are coming in the cropping in the any human's mind, that what was known, who have done it, where he done it, what is the legacies and the relevancy of the past. So scientific idea, so science give you all the supplementary. And the scope of history of science, they gives you what? Now they can give you the opportunity to study the change of natural knowledge, claims over the time, and what is the cause behind that. And basically nowadays, this like last 2500 years. So basically what happened, that knowledge is accumulated in such a way, is expanded from algebra to zoology, and basically what is happening, that what you are thinking science for today's, remember they are not stagnant. Today's science is the tomorrow's history, is becoming history. Can you remember during 1980s period, one very important research work that's calling throughout the globe, that the Professor Ananda Mohan Chakraborty developed sort of bacteria in his laboratory which can digest or dilute all the oil floated in the sea. And that times, you know, entire globe newspapers, they are flashing on that. But down the lane 30 years after, people forget about that. So what is sparkling today's science? It should be the history for the tomorrows, and science is basically the dynamic, changing continuously way. Let us look a very quick view about the entire scientific world in today's world. It started from mathematical science, physical, chemical science, medicine science, biological, so many things. And a single person or a single laboratory cannot discuss or develop entire things. So we have to be specialized. Take an example. Look for the example of the physical science. In the physical science, from their velocity, for their size, shape, you can have some three major classification: classical, relativistic, or the quantum. Again, you look the quantum physics, they have so many branches like quantum mechanics, quantum statistics, electrodynamics, and so many things. So what I want to put the information, that science is so vast, we cannot discuss or we cannot summarize, we cannot follow up in a very short time in the entire domain. So we have to, I will specialize a particular area. Basically, all the scientific idea, scientific thoughts, we are responsible, we are really grateful from the ancient Greeks. The ideas comes from the ancient Greeks, who are the intellectual forefathers. And particularly the Greeks, all of you know, they're the birth of the philosophy, drama, geometry, and so many things. And along with the Greek society, civilization, the ancient civilizations like India, Arabic, and China, they have also some contribution in the intellectual developments of in the field of mathematics, optics, and medicines, and more. And let us have a very quick view. I will use in very few minutes that just to view what is our contribution. The ancient Indian science, when you looking at the history of the science. Basically, the ancient Indian civilization, all of you know, is very quite old, 4,000 years back. If you go to the 4,000 years back BC, that means from now to days, we are now the 2020, from here nearly 6,500 years back, the Indus Valley civilization, and they have their huge contribution. And you know, a lot of their scholars and the scientists like Conrad, Aryabhatta, in the field of physical laws, astronomy, or mathematical science. But if you ask me to summarize them, what is the major contribution? The major contributions of the ancient Indian civilization to the world, that what we get from our Vedic text like Rig Veda, Upanishad, and etc., that Indian civilization contributed the idea of zero, the decimal system, method of algorithms, civil engineering, navigation, etc. And to have a close look on the right side small pictures, this is a very famous pictures. All of you probably have seen it, visited in Delhi. In this iron pillars, and that was designed quite nearly 1700 years back. And that time, how they know that basically, how they know that this pillar is developed by a special type of steel. All of you know the steel is nothing but the iron with some carbon content. But at that time, there is no any periodic tables, no any alloying concept. But still you look, the ancient Indian people, they succeed to develop this type of very high strength alloy, which is very resistive in the corrosive part in the atmosphere. So that the question is that basically what is happening, but there is a very little systematic recordings of the Indian civilizations. And after only the second, after the 1850, we have some documented and very notable contribution to the global science, like Professor C.V. Raman, J.C. Bose, S.N. Bose, M.N. Saha, and so many. And about that, S. Ramanujam from the mathematical science, P.C. Roy from the chemical science, and rest of the your physical science. And C.V. Raman, you know that he got the Nobel Prize, and S. Chandrasekhar also got in 1984, and the J.C. Bose and S.N. Bose, their contribution was quite very significant. J.C. Bose, he is the inventor of the first global, that how we can communicate through electromagnetic wave, by then communicative wave, but unfortunately, due to the several reasons, he could not get the Nobel Prize. So but his contribution was very enormous. And that's why, from my own experience, I will say few things about the domain of the physical science, because within a very short span of time, it is not very possible to cover the entire journey to the science. In the physical science, or like the other science, the questions arise again, the human's mind, the why. The physical science begins when the people, like the old peoples, 2,000, 3,000 years back, that there are also the questions, the why the rain falls sometimes, why the everyday morning the sun rises from one side and sun goes set to the other side. So this is the very basic questions comes in the older peoples, and gradually that times the society is not very ancient society. So what they happen, they always concentrating few elementary things, it appears elementary to us now, but if you look back the 2000 years back, then the peoples, they're only bothering about the peripheral systems like fire, water, air, earth. What is that? Why the dry season? Why the moist seasons like cold, hot, and that type of thoughts the cripples in the minds of the peoples in the 2000 years back, or the like that periods. But the Greek people, they try to first give more importance on the process of reasoning, because science and engineering is basically the process of reasoning, logical thoughts, and the Greek people try to emphasis on the reasoning part that way. And so far documented literatures are available that Aristotle, maybe one of the very old people, before you look 384 to 322 BC, that means you have to go back the 2000 years back, more than 2000 years back. His major contribution in the scientific thoughts or the history of science, that he tried to put the importance of explain the motion of the planetary objects, and he tried to, based on some conceptual level, he tried to logically develop that way, and he tried to forward some your planetary systems, which is the Earth as the center, and all other objects like other planets, including the sun, they are revolving surrounding that. Although today we know that idea was not quite right, but 2000 years back, that his idea supported again tried to by the Ptolemy, and he tried to put some mathematical explanation. But the major change, you look that the Ptolemy and that Aristotle, they try to put that nearly the 2000 years back, but after 115 years, that means 1500 years, there is no any documented history of the science. And only the Copernicus, we can call he's the revolutionary persons in the modern science, and at 15th century, he first tried to formulate the mathematical form, mathematical modeling form of what? That not the sun-centric earth system, that how the interplanetary systems are arranging. And what is the beauty of that? And that type of, then if you look back, even the 500 years back, that Copernicus period, that society is not ready to listen that type of scientific thoughts. People's only believing on the what their kings are telling, or rulers are telling, or the priests are telling. That means religion predominant over the science. That's why Copernicus have not the courage to publish his research work even until his death. And even his supporters were not widely brutally burned. Even the Galileo, he was imprisoned. So that was the history, that was the scenario of 500 years back of the scientific world. And then after, Kepler came. Kepler tried to put on the strong that type of solar systems in a more mathematical way. And gradually the time passed on, and the Galileo came. What is the beauty of the Galileo? What is his major contribution? No, he put mathematical formations, and beside the mathematical tools and the logical thoughts, he tried to develop some engineering component, what is called the telescope. Just the long curiosity of the people, human, from a long objective, they try to get it in their own frame. And with this, the self-developed telescope, optical instrument, he tried to identify what is the sunspot, where is the sunspot, what is the Moon-Jupiter system, like so on. So the Galileo, you can call, is a first experimentalist in the field of scientific and engineering domain. And then came the Newton. Newton's contributions was so great. Some people say he's one of the greatest scientific contributors. His laws of motions, his laws of gravity, you have understand, and his entire domains of, we can call the Newtonian world. And still today, when the objects are very large, when the mass is very large, they follow that Newtonian's dynamics. And the Newton also contributed, beside your gravity and the planetary motions, he put the idea about that the conceptual of the light and their wave patterns. So gradually you look, the peoples are changing their label of thoughts from an bigger object to an gradually the smaller things. And another very much innovative, the contributions of the world, or you can call the modern science and engineering, is the concept of electricity. And that electricity, first it was the contributed by the Benjamin Franklin, and he the first person, he's an hardcore experimentalist. He tried to show the existence of the electricity and the behavioral patterns of electrons through his own experiment. And his concept of electricity was gradually concretized by the successive scientific generations, like the Coulomb's, Volta, we know the Coulomb's law. The Coulomb is the first person. He tried to give an idea how the electric fields distributed surrounding the electronic charge, or the first Volta who first developed that electric battery. And gradually this the informations of the electricals of the science or electrical engineering gradually developed by developing the concept of the electrical circuits by Ohm. And the one person, I must say, the Millikan, he's the first person who tried to first emphasize and who first tried to develop and measure what is the smallest component of the electric charge or the current is nothing but the electron. So gradually look, the human view gradually shifting from bigger object to a very the smaller object, or you can call the quantum object. And this another two important history of science, the contributions of the Oersted and the Faraday. The Oersted is what he tried to contribute in his contribution is so much innovative that he tried to put some new idea that how electric current can contribute in the magnetic field. That means one effect, electric field and the magnetic field, he tried to show their coexistence. And the Faraday, he tried to do that, just reverse things, that how a moving magnet can induce the electric current. And so nowadays, without the contribution of the Oersted or the Faraday, nowadays no machinery system, electronic machinery system, your fan or any other system you cannot design or you can imagine. And then came the pictures, the Maxwell. The Maxwell is in the 19th century. In the 19th century, the Maxwell is one of very world scientific contributors. He is the first person. He not only tried to mathematically formulate, he tried to combine the electricity and magnetism in a mathematical form. What you know, the Maxwell's equations, all of you know, and that is the beginning of the journey of the electromagnetism or the electromagnetic field. And electromagnetic field, all of you know that it is in the prime energy source, prime wave source for communication. I am talking and you are listening in the very far end, and this is only due to the help of the electromagnetic wave or the electromagnetic effects. Now, after electrons and electromagnetic wave, there is another curiosity or the discovery, important things about the light or the light photons. People at the time, from the Newton's periods, people are debating that what is the light, how they will move, and whether they are wave-like or not. Because there is a long debate last 200 years that the concept of the light about. But the Young is the first person. He tried to give an example and the experimental straightforward process to confirm that the light is moving like an wave-like and and that concept put forward a very nice things that light is basically form of electromagnetic wave, and this rise the electromagnetic wave and the light quanta is basically follows both the light wave and the wave characters as well as the particle character. So basically these new concepts are revolutionized by another two persons. One is called the Schrödinger and the de Broglie. And the Schrödinger, the persons who first mathematically try to formulate that what should be the natures of the wave of the electrons or the photons, and the de Broglie, he tried to measure the wavelengths and their energy correlations, all these things. And without Schrödinger or without the de Broglie, you cannot find. And I hope first year engineering student, and they have to go through those things more details when they will attend their normal day-to-day classes. And then the entire scientific community, they try to divide in the two way, that whether this small particle or the quantum particles, they at all need any medium or not. Because you look, when you creating some sound, they always need some medium, air medium, solid medium, or like so on. So some people are telling that these quantum particles during their propagation, particularly the photon, they needs the help of the ethers or some medium. And some people say no, there is no. So there is a long debate on that issue. There's a very long debate. And the persons, these are the two persons, that Michelson's and the Morley, they experimentally develop a very clever experiment, and they try to show no, these photons, basically they are the electromagnetic wave, the energy carriers, but they hardly bother about any medium. Without medium, even the free space, this wave can propagate, and in that sense, their contribution is quite great in that sense. And this is another person who is the Albert Einstein. Albert Einstein, he introduced, he's the greatest, one of the greatest scientists in the 20th century. And his concept of the relativity, which is not only, confirm the existence that ether does not exist, but he also put forward a very concept of the more conceptual area. What the conceptual area? The first person who tried to put the concept of the whether we need any frame of reference of measurement, because in your science and engineering, whatever you can do, whatever you should measure, what you should experiment, you need some frame of reference. He tried to give the idea that this frame of reference, from where point we should measure, there is no any absolute value. All are relatives. Because you look, we are talking, and we are sitting down in front of outer side of the Earth. Earth is itself rotating in its own axis. So it is at the spinning velocity, it is at the rotational velocity surrounding the Earth. Again, the sun itself is also moving, existing in the Milky Way, in the galaxy. So sun also moving, changing its positions. Again, the Milky Way, we know the inverse. Modern science say that we have the plenty of the Milky Way, the galaxy, and they are expanding so much. So when you look from a very smaller picture to a very bigger picture, frame of reference, so it is very difficult to say that from what point we should measure. So Einstein tried to floated those ideas in a very greater sense. And the Einstein is another major contribution, that whatever we see in surrounding you and me, that means book, the laptops, or your any furniture, all are nothing but some sense of energy. They're the condensed forms of they have the, we are calling is the mass, but the mass is nothing but the condensed forms of the energy. And this is E is equal to mc square. All of you have heard about it. This is nothing but that energy burst concept. So this is a revolutionary concept, that energy mass and their coexistence. And this 20th century and the big persons, because of the quantum theory introduced by the Max Planck. What is his contribution? His contribution is that entire energy is nothing but, we can think, a stream of small energy packets which is moving out. And without this concept, nowadays you cannot explain anything. This after Planck, and this idea comes about from the Niels Bohr, and then the quantum mechanics is nowadays is a very dominating pictures to understand the dynamics of the small things. Quantum is nothing but it is the principles and which can be applied for understanding the working process of any small things of in the atomic level or the subatomic levels. And then the contributions of the Pauli, the Pauli's exclusion principle, that means they are giving you the idea how the electrons or the other fermions can coexist along together, and by the Heisenbergs. And some of the areas, I hope you have to cover in your first year engineering also. So there's plenty of scope to enlarge your, to enhance your sense. But this Heisenberg contribution, data contributions, and very very important in the concept of the quantum mechanics. And then you look, we already covered nearly 2,000 years, the 2,000 years from Aristotle area to the Schrodinger area. So what in the meantime, people's or the scientific community already know that the entire globe, entire universe is spanned by the 4 types of energy. One is the gravity or the mechanical force. One is the electromagnetic type. One is the nuclear weak and the nuclear strong. So people try to again because all things are developed by the human, and the human people mind is calling. The questions are philosophical ideas are coming. Are they coming from the same source? Are those entire energies are coming from a singular shape, or can we combine those different energy fields into a same? From that curiosity, the grand unifications idea or the grand unification theory, they floated into the 20th century and the 21st. And these 3 persons, the Abdul Salam and the Glasgow and Weisenberg, and probably all of them got the Nobel Prize, and they're the persons, on the first hand, they succeed to unify the electromagnetic energy field with the weak nuclear energy field, and now this is called the electroweak field. So basically that trend is still going on. And then came the another important person, Stephen Hawking, and he also he's basically along with the co-researcher, the Roger Penrose. All of you know Roger Penrose got the Nobel Prize this year, and their work is on the same area, same philosophical thoughts. That's how the energy originate and what happened in the. Let's take for example in the any star. Let the sun. How the energy is coming out from the suns. When the energy is coming out, that energy. In all of you know, the thermonuclear reactions is going on, in the radiation is coming out, heat is coming out, so they are losing their energy. And once they lose their energy, when the entire fuel in the star should be finished, so what should be the fate? What should be the state? And so that is called the energy. All those call these things that the curious mind, that what really the universe exists and what should be the future at the long end. And this is another person. You look, his name is the Richard Feynman, and the Richard Feynman, he's a very extraordinary scientific curious mind of the 20th century and of the 20th century, that he is not only contributed in the area of the quantum electrodynamics, quantum computing, but his more visionary idea is what is calling the nanotechnology. In 1959, in the California Institute of Technology, he put in lectures that there is plenty room at the bottoms. That means his visionary idea is gives him the thinking that can we go very small atomic level systems from a bigger object. Gradually, if you go down and down, and that is the beginning of the new technological area, what is called that nano area. And this is the nanotechnology. All of you know, the people are calling about this, but it's a very multidisciplinary subject, very vibrating subject, emerging subject. Here, both the physical science, chemical science, biological science, and engineering science, they are coming all together. And their product and their nanotechnology you can use everywhere, from medicine, from manufacturing, to an textile, to an sensor, everywhere. This is the enormous area. So let me summarize. Very quickly, within the span of 15-20 minutes, I try to give an idea how the curious mind in the society over the years of the 3,000 years or be more, they gradually change they're satisfying the curious ideas and they're converting their ideas in the scientific thoughts and products. So basically, science and technology, Science and engineering, they're working side by side. Scientific science tells you the progress and discovering and explaining logical thoughts, and the technology, that thoughts you are combining in the forms of device, system, or engineering product. I hope the world is a much smaller place than it used to be, and it will be even smaller as the technological revolution continually go on and on. And only my dear student, just you just thinks you this famous words of the Einstein, that imagination, thinking is more powerful than your learning any technological field. So this is the main key point, imaginations, that is the everything's of all. And the last of all, I want to say, don't take any tension, enjoy your stay at HIT, and make fun, but you learn also. And that's all of you from my side. And I finally acknowledge my colleagues, Professor D.D. Ghosh, Department of Applied Electrician and Instrumentation, Haldia Institute of Technology, for his kind help on documenting of this lecture plans. Thank you, all of you.
Thank you very much, sir. Sir, am I audible?
Thank you for you. So, Dubey sir, please.
Yes, sir. So it was a nice presentation and by Dean of Applied Science and Humanities. I think HOD sir has introduced. He is one of the source of inspiration for Department of Applied Science and the Haldia Institute of Technology. He is one of the eminent physicists. He has lots of publications and lots of books. We always used to take advice from him. He is a guide for you all, along with two also. And thank you very much, sir, for your nice presentation. And I'd like to ask Professor Deepak Jana, sir, so be ready and to initiate for the next. And Professor Jana, sir, if you say a few words about the next session, and we are going to ready the room for the next session. And dear students, those who are present here, you are please requested that you leave the room as early as you will leave the room. Then we can ready for another session. Now it is over to Professor Deepak Jana, sir. You can continue for a little. Till that, we are preparing the room.
So now you check my screen is visible or not.
Yeah, sir, it's visible, sir. It's visible, sir.
So can I make it full screen?
Yes, you can make it.
Sir, yeah. Go to slideshow.
Okay, sir. Okay, it is visible perfectly. All the students, those who were present here, please you leave the room, and another students are waiting outside the room. So as early as possible, you leave the room, then we will able to start another meeting. And the rest of the meeting or the rest of the session, you can continue in YouTube, and YouTube link will same as the previous one. So please, it is a request to all those are from other department except that CSC 3. Only CSC 3 student, those mentor have already given their meeting ID. Please all other request to leave. The CSDS DSC students, please you leave the room. Other those present from is other branch, you leave the room. Only CSC 3 will be here. Only CSC batch student will be here. All other are requested to leave the room. Please, as early as you leave, we can start. All of you are requested to leave the room. Okay, thank you very much. Aniket Chabri, you are requested to leave. Anand Kumar, you are requested to leave. Avinay Sinha, you are requested to leave. Adhyakant, otherwise we have to remove you. If we remove you, then Imran Raja, you are requested to leave. If we remove you, then CSC 2, please you leave the room. Imran Raja, you leave only CSC 3. Imran Raja, you leave the room, otherwise we have to remove you. If we remove you, CSC, if you are CSC 3, then you can stay. Otherwise, you have to leave the room. Okay, some students are waiting in outside the meeting room. You, sir, please check. If they are from CSC, then they will be allowed. Otherwise, please only CSC 3 batch. Ritesh Singh, you leave the room. Ritesh, if you are from CSC batch 3, but sir, I cannot get any mail from you. You will get Buddhadev. Okay, CSC3 Shruti from CSC3. Only CSC3 batch student will be here. All others will be removed. If you are removed, then you will not be able to join. Okay, now our speaker is here, Professor Deepak Jana sir. He is the head of the Department of Applied Science. And before that, he has associated with us for long years. He has lots of research publications, several numbers of books on mathematics. So he is one of the eminent professor of the Department of Applied Science and Haldia Institute of Technology. And today he is going to introduce yourself the very basic idea regarding the role of mathematics for engineering aspirants, how the mathematics dominates the field of engineering, and how it is applicable for the field of engineering. So, eminent professor, Professor Deepak Jana sir, it is over to you. You can continue the session. Thank you very much, sir. You please continue.
So thank you, Professor Dubey, for your nice work about me. So first you check my screen is visible or not. Thus you confirm
Yes, sir.
me.
Your screen is absolutely visible.
And my voice?
Clear. It is crystal clear, sir.
Okay, thank you. So many thanks to all my new coming students. Before my lecture, I convey my sincere thanks and gratitude to Haldia Institute of Technology for giving me this opportunity to serve our institute as a head of the department, as a guide of this department. So today I want to focus on two things. Why we study mathematics. There are two aspects. I want to discuss two aspects. One is research aspect, another aspect is job aspect. So if you want to job, so what are the basic mathematics are necessary, and if you want to start research, how mathematics help us, I want to discuss. So myself, Deepak Jana, I am working as a HOD, School of Applied Science and Humanities, Haldia Institute of Technology. Today, I have chosen my topic, role of mathematics for engineering aspirants. So why we study and why we learn mathematics, there are huge opinions and facts. But I will start my lecture by the quote of Albert Einstein. Education is not only fact, it is a training of mind to be free. If you want to learn mathematics, you always take a simple thing. You always take a simple example so that you can keep in mind a large problem. You can able to solve a large problem. And Archimedes says, mathematics reveals its secret only those who approach it purely love for its own beauty. So if you love mathematics, so it will give you return, otherwise not. So I am not an engineer, but today I am here only because of mathematics. So today I published only 86 paper and I published 9 books only because of mathematics. But some student ask me, sir, electrical engineering is the best, better than CSE department. So why you make it compare? So I don't know, but I cannot give you the answer. But my lecture, you will get some idea. I never qualify examination for engineering, but today, because of mathematics, today I am here. So by mathematics, what I have achieved is my last achievement. I talk in South Korea. Some university has called me, invite me as a keynote speaker. Then from China's Tsinghua University, the best university in Beijing, I got outstanding thesis award only on uncertainty theory by Professor Boding Liu. So these achievement I have gathered only because of mathematics. And this thesis award, this is the snapshot of this. As a mathematician, it is a basic needs of engineering. So I have done some work on inventory control, subcomputing, fuzzy logic, optimization, transportation, but my team is working for solving some sustainable development like game theory, machine learning, and deep learning using artificial intelligence. This type of research work we are doing at Haldia Institute of Technology. So now I want to talk on fuzzy logic type 1, type 2, ANN deep learning, and how the students solve the real problem. I will show you how you solve a practical problem like transportation, solid transportation, and finally I will give you the idea how you qualify a. He asked me how sir I prepare for GATE. So if you listen my all lectures, so you will understand and you can start your preparation. Initially, I have not, due to some problem, I cannot start my career by a researcher. I have started my career after doing some extra another work. But when I entered my research activity, my target was I will solve the same type of problem with the help of mathematics. Initially, I have started the problem. As you know, we are staying in Haldia Institute of Technology. There is a big petrochemical plant. I get the idea of this from this plant, but with the mathematics, we are trying to solve nowadays same problem. Initially, we have solved using type 1 fuzzy logic. Then 2015, we have solved type 2 fuzzy logic. Now we are solving same problem using deep learning. Our target, this is our passion, this is our research work. Initially, we have started using type 1, type 2, but nowadays we are solving the same problem using AI, using ML, using DS, using deep learning. So this is our target. So idea we have collected from the renowned petrochemical plant. I never visit this plant, yet it is situated beside our college. I never visit. I never enter into the gate of petrochemicals, but my imagination, I want to solve some industrial problem. I have an idea. So by idea, I can develop my mathematics this way. So I got this idea. So what is polypropylene PP? As I already declared, I am not a engineer and I am never studied this type of PP, but I have seen this PP. These are the chemical property. So some student always ask, sir, why I am a student of computer science engineering, why I will study chemistry? So if you see my lecture, so you have to study chemistry. Without chemistry, you never be a good engineer. So this is PP, these are these. I do not going into details, and I request my chemistry teacher will teach you what is PP. I will give you the idea. So PP, these are the practical application of PP. Nowadays we are using PP. So my slide is 100, so I will skip that part. So daily life we are using PP, these are the application. So now I compact my ideas to solving this problem. First I got this idea, that means I get some data set for this model, that is called input and output. Then as per my input and output, I write down my program. So this program you have to study. Then I have checked validity. Finally, after some modification, then I have checked validity. These are the basic steps in a model. So then I get a excellent publication by using this type of data. Actually, if you want to judge the quality of polypropylene, then I consider only 4 parameters. Mathematically, it is called the input parameter: hydrogen flow, donor flow, pressure, and temperature. Then the middle part is known as programming part, and this part is known as your output part. So mathematically, it is called output A, output B, the metal flow index, and hydrogen. So So now you can you can apply in your problem. Suppose I want to judge a patient is COVID affected or not. There are some symptoms and you can take decision. So you can write down your program. If you have any real problem using this logic, so fuzzy logic means if then rule, nothing but a if then. If one change, other what would be the effect on other? Very easy problem. So you can change, but there should be some error. So that's why you have to use new concept. So one thing I can add here. Suppose when I first used in 2010 Facebook, only I can see the application. I can put my friend. Only I can put my picture on Facebook. But nowadays, if I search something on Google, that will be displayed on my Facebook account. So that is the nothing but the application of AI and machine learning. So every day they are changing. So nowadays you can apply this new concept in this previous model. So you will get an excellent idea. So this type of data, we have started our research work. This is an hypothetical data by which we can write down fuzzy logic. Already we have stated fuzzy logic. What is fuzzy? Fuzzy nothing but a concept means fuzziness. Fuzzy means uncertainty. Fuzzy means fuzziness. So actually, why we take fuzzy? Actually, there is a background. Actually, if we study the probability theory given by Kolmogorov in 1933, but there are some drawbacks, and that drawback solved by 1964 by Professor Jadi. But if we apply some that concept by Professor Jadi, there will be some error. So nowadays we are using the another concept is uncertainty theory, and my students are working on the uncertainty theory. If the hydrogen is a one input parameter like donor, pressure, temperature, so it may be low, medium, high. So if one is changed, what should be the effect on output? So these are the linguistic parameter for input and output variable. So then I have write down this problem we have designed in 2005. So from 2015. So then we get an excellent publication by MATLAB coding. So all my students, I recommend if you download MATLAB and you can solve your problem by using this simple mathematics. So now accuracy, there are two types of systems. So I do not prolong my speech in this domain, Mamdani and Sujino. If you use this type of concept, you will get Mamdani and Sujino. There are few difference. So this is the controller. So by you can get and you can predict the quality of polypropylene in my model. So as we have seen already, we have studied chemistry. Already we have studied computer, then mathematics. Now we will study the statistics. So without these preliminary statistics, we cannot say that my model is best. So that's why we will study this type of statistics. So I request, I advise all the students, you have to study not only mathematics but also statistics. So these are the statistical results. So I will show everything in graphical. So you have to draw the graph, actual data and predicted data you have to show in your graph. Then you can submit your paper to the reputed journal after solving. So this type of research idea you can get from my idea. So I have shown everything. So when you study, when you visit any industry, they will give you some statement. If the hydrogen flow increase, what should be the effect on metal flow index? So they are proportional. But inversely proportional, if you increase that, the hydrogen flow, do not flow, xylene solubility will be decreased. So this type of two phenomena I have depicted in my research paper. So these are the figure already I have shown. So my conclusion, these are the graphs in my paper. I do not take much time. So what we have learned in this my lecture, we have studied, we have considered a real problem, we have solved by computer programming, some statistics, some mathematics, some chemistry, we have solved a particular problem. Nowadays, we will solve the same problem using type 2 fuzzy logic. Fuzzy logic type 2 means if we guess something, again if we guess, there will be hedginess, that is called type 2. That means it's membership function. You don't know what is membership function. My dear student, you are in beginning state. So when you will study the type 2 fuzzy, means again if it is imprecise, then it is called type 2, which are very easy mathematics. So I take the normal distribution because every data is normal. Every has a peak of time, then it will gradually deteriorate. So that's why I consider all are in type 2 in nature. So again, I have shown some figure of the type 2 fuzzy logic. So I do not take much time here. This is the fuzzy logic. So again, I have applied this idea in a chemical engineering student. I have done some problem with the help of my BTech chemical engineering student. Kunal was there, Kunal and Anupam. So we have solved this problem by lead removal. So we apply the same concept into different applications, And again, I have solved. The same concept. Again, I have solved the same problem using same data set with the help of Professor Oscar Castillo. So Professor, one of my guide in this domain to solving the old problem by new technique type 2 fuzzy logic. He has enormously helped to solve this type of real problem by type 2 fuzzy logic. So these are the results. Nowadays, my team is working the same problem but new technique that is known as deep learning, AI, ML, neural network. The problem was previous. So I request everyone, whatever your department, either chemical or mechanical. So if you want to solve the real problem, you have to study the AI, ML. Problem is the previous problem, but the approach is new. So you have to study the AI, machine learning, deep learning, whatever your department. So you have to solve the real problem by new techniques so that the error should be minimum. So we are solving this problem by neural network, artificial neural network. Neural network, nothing but it's like our human brain. If we see the birds by our eyes and by mouth, the same sentence we can say. So every control by our brain. So same type of concept I have putting in my computer programming, and these are the results. So this type of paper yet not published my group, but I hope it will be published in near future. So these are the statistical data analysis. Nowadays we have developed by new techniques. So I hope you understand up to this my research activity. Is there any questions? You can ask myself and unmute yourself. These are the research activity already we have done by new concept. So from student side, if you have any questions in my research activity, so you can unmute yourself and you can ask me. Okay, no questions. Already you have studied LPP. Many questions, most of the all questions have studied the simple question LPP. LPP means linear programming problem. This is nothing but a simple application of industry, but this is a simple mathematics. You have solved some graphical method. Why graphical method? Because the number of parameters, variable are 2, but number of variable is more. You can solve with the help of this software. You can get answer. Just you write down your program. I advise if you have a problem, if you have a whatever your problem, you write down, you can get answer. So this is the answer of this. So I request everyone, you study the program. Without program, you cannot be a good engineer. So you start from coding, programming, and engineer. These are the basic steps. One is coding, programming, and this. So I develop myself this way. First, I write down the taking 2 variables, but same thing nowadays we are doing the same thing using for loop. So now this is the application of transportation problem. If I put there are 100 origin, 100 destination, if you want to transport, so what should be the minimum cost? By this programming you can get calculate. Same program you are doing hand and same mathematics I am doing with the help of programming. So this is the application of computer. So these are the results. Similarly, if we add one parameter means conveys, so your problem is known as solid transportation problem. So transportation is a common problem. So if you want to study mathematics, so my paper is common for all students because I can teach you the operation research. So operation research, this is a minimum requirement. This is it can solve an industrial problem. So whenever you join an industry, they will give you the industrial problem. So by this programming you can solve. So this is the answer of 3D transportation problem. So this is the answer. Now I have a dream, I have a passion, research is also a passion. So my team is working for solving some industrial problem using type 1 fuzzy logic, type 2 fuzzy logic. My chemical engineering student, already we have solved response surface method. My computer science student are solving some problem, some real problem. By real problem means quality of a polypropylene, petroleum separation, depth fluoridation of wastewater treatment. These are the emerging areas you can apply your coding for this type of real problem. So now, yes. So after my lecture, before my lecture, so some student asked me, sir, I am BT department. So why I will study matrix and mathematics? So this is the answer. Why you will study the differential equation? If you want to predict the prediction of COVID-19 and after putting vaccine, so when this disease will be recovered, so there is a big question. I have shown the graphically. There are so many attributes, parameters that are suspected, infected, hospitalized. There are how many patients are there. Are so many parameters are there. As I am mathematics background, I treat as a variable. I treat as a parameters. These are the parameters and these are the relation in your COVID-19 model. So first, how we will predict this model? By writing differential equation. So this is the application of differential equation. By this differential equation, we can convert and we can get a matrix. And this matrix we can find eigenvalue and eigenvector. So now the first year your math teacher will teach you eigenvalue and eigenvector. This differential equation are converted into eigenvalue. My dear students, you learn if you calculate its eigenvalue, if eigenvalue are negative, then system will be consistent. That means if we apply vaccine, then the disease will be removed, otherwise it will be inconsistent. So this is the application, this is the beauty of mathematics. So my dear student, BT department, food technology students, if you try to solve a real problem by the help of a differential equation, you have to study the matrix. Without matrix, you cannot predict when the COVID-19 will be removed. You cannot predict. So this is the application of differential equation as well as mathematics. So this is the result analysis part, means you have to study the statistics. Already I have said in my before slide. So these are the results. So another project. Now after 2 years effort, as I am a HOD, in spite of this, always my mind is solving some Stackelberg game theory. Game means loss of one will be the gain of other. If I earn 5 rupees from your pocket, so I will be gainer, you will be loser. So money will be changed. Loss of one will be the gain of other. My team, we are after 2 years effort, we are able to solve this new topic, Stackelberg game theory. So my team is already solved this game theory. I hope it will be published in a reputed journal. So I do not take much time. So nowadays you can apply this type of model by in government policy. Government, if the government declared some subsidiaries, so how you will solve that problem in a continuous demand. So my team is already solved this problem. Actually, this type of problem solved by Professor Lagrange, Hamiltonian. These are the very old mathematics, but nowadays any industry can use this concept. So my team already we have depict the 3D picture. So actually when one will be gainer, other person will be this. So these are 3D picture. Actually I put in 2D graph, so it is not clear. So if you see the change of one with respect to other, so now my team has solved the stackle bar game theory with the help of computer programming. So another new project we are doing by blockchain. So nowadays blockchain is a new technique, so new emerging technique. It is nothing but a sharing of data. So what is blockchain? Already my expert already discussed. So my team is working on blockchain technology. Nowadays, how many countries are using blockchain technology? Like USA use 64%, China 29, India is 28. They have used. These are the analysis already they have used. So these are the application of blockchain technology for supply chain management or sustainable development. There are lots of application of blockchain technology. So by solving this type of projects, I get a success. So now these are my best publication by solving industrial problems. Suppose my team already solved the corrosion failure of a oil gas pipeline industry with the help of mathematics. Last publication done by one of my colleague Ramkrishna. So by cyber security problem, my team already solved cyber security problem. We have solved and we have depicted and we have published a good paper by solving same concept. Nowadays we are trying to solve some problem. Sorry, solving the real world problem. These are the 10 real world problems. These are solved by AI. We are trying to solve these are problems. The marketing, AI in marketing, finance, agriculture, healthcare, gaming. These are the application of AI. Already Dr. Arif Ahmed already discussed these issues. I do not take much time, so I will show only these are the real life applications of AI. So I do not take much time, so I will skip that part. So chatbot. Then my last topic. So already we are going to my last topic. Actually, before my PhD work, I start my career by writing a book. So why I publish few books? This is the example line is my best problem. I took only 2 to 3 years. Then I got this answer when I was in classroom. I able to solve. Then I published my first book by taking this problem. This is an open question. Anyone can solve it. My problem was, so today I will give you problem, not answer. So this is a LPP of how many variable? 5 variable. So how I can solve this problem within 1 minute? So this problem motivates us to write some books. So this is I recommend this problem, a LPP with 5 variable. This is a minimization LPP, how you can solve within 1 minute. So I will get your answer from my class. When I will meet with you, I want this answer. LPP with 5 variable. This is an open question. Please unmute. Anyone, please unmute your microphone. There is some noise. Please unmute yourself. So again, I repeat. This is a minimization. This is a minimization LPP with 5 variable and 3 constants. So this is an open question. If you are able to solve, I will give you big treat in our college. So I will start my writing by getting this problem. There are so many problems. Everything always try to develop by new way. So I have depicted, I have published this book by a good publisher, Chha Prakashani. From this book, I have started my career as a writer. So then I have published some books for GATE aspirants. My problem was this. This is my problem. What is my problem? So most of the engineering students, they can multiply two matrix A and B. If it is generally 3 by 3, maximum they can find A square, a cube, a5, a7, but I can calculate a to the power any number, a to the power 10. If you ask me, I can give you answer. So in 2008, I invent some new ideas. Then I have write this type of book, and I publish these two books for GATE aspirants. What are the determinant of this? So then I develop some own technique. Then I report in these two books for GATE aspirants. So these two books was developed. Basically, these are the counter examples. So by 1 or 2 minutes, simply calculation you can achieve and you can get the answer of this. So that's why I have this. Then I have published a book for GATE aspirant. Suppose if I ask a simple question, after getting your job, you want to deposit your money in a bank for 2 years. So what is the difference between compound interest and simple interest? Maximum time is 1 minute. If we increase your time, if I put that 10 years or 5 years, you cannot calculate without calculator in fraction of time. But I can solve within fraction of time. So this is the answer. You see, I invest, my principal is 6,000 for 2 years. 10% of 6,000 is 600. 10% of this 600 is 60. Then I put 2, 1, then I multiply, I get the answer 1260 is the answer. A fraction of second, I get this idea. So that's why I publish this book. So if you use this type of shortcut technique, you can get and you can qualify some competitive exams. So that's why if I put, if there are 3 more and 4, if you increase the years and so on, there are so many types of questions or everything I have write down their answer in my book. So I request all my students, you go through my book, you will understand these are the shortcut techniques. So you know the determinant, you know the inverse of a matrix, but if you apply your method, it will take minimum 3 to 5 minutes. But if you apply my method, it will take fraction of second. So this is the technique. Just you multiply this and this. So actually, if you want to learn mathematics, only one is pencil and chalk duster is enough. So this is a presentation. I cannot teach you. So I can share one thing. No teacher can teach you. Teacher can help you. I am a teacher, so I always ready to help you. I never want to teach anyone, my student. I am a driver. I am a guide. You think me as a guide. So in this education system, I am a driver. I am a guide. So I will. These are the way. Einstein always says one thing: I never teach you, my student, but I create one environment so that they can learn. I follow the principle of Einstein. I will give you the idea how you solve a determinant in a fraction of second. So this is the way. So most of the students are calculating the inverse of a matrix. The inverse of a matrix, it is that there are so many steps are there, but I have solved in 1 or 2 line calculation. If we apply my method, it will take only 1 fraction of second. But if we give the 4 option without calculation, I can give you the answer. That much level I have reached in my mathematics. Again, yes? Yes. Anyone can ask, unmute yourself. Suppose I have a 3 by 3 matrix. I want inverse in a fraction of second. If you give 4 options, I can give you answer without doing calculation. But if you want answer, you have to follow these steps, means short calculation, you can get easily answer. Okay. So in my previous problem, where I put 2, 1 for 2 years, why I put 2, 1 for 3 years, actually I have collected this technique by Pascal triangle. Anyone, you know what is Pascal triangle, then you erase this line, then I apply, I get an excellent answer. This is the answer for 3 years. So anyhow, you just go through my book, you will understand. Actually, my teacher always told me, you are a last bencher, you never qualify any competitive exam. But after 17 years, my teacher told me, Deepak, you are doing well. But initially when I was there in my university, my teacher was annoyed me. You are last bencher, you cannot do anything. But at that time, I promised that I will qualify the NET examination. NET examination means nowadays very tough. So that's why at that time I designed few techniques for integration. I designed this technique. Whatever your integration, my target is I will do in one life. I have done this. These are the results. So always this is a integration. You use this technique. Suppose integration 0 to pi by 2 sine q x dx. So you write down 1, 2, 3. You later on to answer. If it is sine to the power 5, sine to the power 5. So it is a very time. So you keep in mind 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 8 by 15. Just you put this rhythm, you will get answer. So competitive exam. So my target in a competitive exam, most thing is the time. Most important thing is the time and the way how you solve. So this is the main factor. Everybody knows this answer. If I ask you the easy question, you cannot able to solve in a fraction of second. But I know you have a capacity, you can solve after the end of the examination. But at the examination hall, you never solve this problem. So this is the way you can solve the integration. My computer science student, this is a common math for changing binary to decimal. So many authors, they have done several ways by division by 2 to 2 and so on, then bottom to this. But for my competitive exam, I designed this way in one line. Whatever your problem, I can do this problem within fraction of second. So I get an excellent these are the results. I can do it in one line. Everything I have done. So this is answer for electrical engineering. Why you study a matrix for electrical? Sir, I am from electrical engineering. Why I will study your matrix? So when you will go through the lecture of electrical engineering teacher, so he will take a circuit and using Kirchhoff law, they will write down the system of linear equation. You pick out a matrix. You pick out the coefficient. This is nothing but a matrix. Now you have to calculate its eigenvalue. If it is negative, then your circuit is okay. Otherwise, your system, your circuit will burn. If you plug something, it will burn. So this is the application of matrix. So if you want to learn one thing, I tell you, you take one idea that will change your life. Always don't try to solve a very complicated thing. You take a easy thing, easy problem, then you write down its mathematics, then you try to solve by your own way. That is the way of success. You do it repeatedly, then you get success. So many students ask me, sir, I am from electrical. So why I will study your matrix, eigenvalue, so many things are there. So this is the answer for this type of student. I have designed some remainder theorems. These are very simple. These are the very useful data. If you divide by something by some, these are very simple. If you study yourself, you will get the idea. So I do not take much time. So all type of techniques I have depicted. These are my new techniques. Suppose if I ask you easy question, how many 2's are in factorial 80? If you break factorial 80, it will take minimum how many years? It will take 1 year. So by calculator, you cannot calculate the how many 2's are there. So you have to apply some technique. I have used this technique by dividing this, then I add this, I get there are highest power of 2 in factorial 80 is 78. So these are the techniques. How many zeros in factorial 200 into factorial 300? So these are the techniques you can easily understand. So we are Bengali people. When we visit the any shopping mall, we try to bargaining. Suppose they want to give you 20%, again by bargaining 10%. So ultimate discount will be 30%. So no, like that it will be 28%. So for this discount type of problem, I use this fundamental formula. Then I get excellent result within fraction of second. Suppose radius of a circle, if I increase 10%, what should be the effect of area? What percent area will be reduced? I use this formula, I get quick answer. So for job aspirant, your question will be up to 12 or standard 12 10 or 12 standard. So my dear student, I recommend you develop your own technique. So you can qualify this competitive exam. You develop from today your own technique so that you can qualify. When in my college, when company will come, they will take your aptitude test. If you qualify, then they will call you Viva. Then no teacher, no company will select you for Viva. So I recommend you design your own technique. So I do not take much time. So net profit or everything is here. These are techniques. So already before my PhD work, I have published few books. I am not a good author. I always try to be a good researcher. This is my passion. This is in spite of this, I have published few books, not many number. I am not a good writer, but my passion. I want to be a good teacher and good researcher. These are my books. But always I have a passion. I will always try to serve not only my country but also I always serve my total whole world. In this research activity, I now at present I am working as a reviewer in various excellent journals. These are the certificates already I have served internationally. So those who are for mathematics, they know what is the impact of this type of journal. So in our college, we don't have any research facility in spite of our limited research. So some students are working with me, some professors are working me. I am very thankful to them. One of professor, one of my students, Dipankar Chakraborty, already got PhD degree from my hand, and another few professors from my college and outside, they are working on this topic. And some students are working under me, some IST Sipur, NIT Durgapur, these are my collaborators. And I am working some editorial board in internationally, so everybody invite me only because of these reasons. These are the editorial membership. And I always, my principle is help other, it will come back. This I follow this. I always, if I help other person will be help me. So I internationally attached with various international program committee. Every day I am trying to serve other country also by reviewing my effort, by what is my quality, what is my knowledge as per my capacity. I try to help other. In this international program committee I am working. These are the, again, these are my current publications already I have shown. So lockdown period, everybody thinking, sir, you are a HOD, you are a professor, you are a senior teacher. But always I am thinking, I am a student. Always I am a thinking. So thinking, you are thinking, sir, I passed 12 standard. I have enough knowledge. No, knowledge is limited. I have done these new courses. I got this result 96% in machine learning, because I think if you want to be a good teacher, you must be a good learner. Then that is the way of success. I have done these courses from Coursera. I got this feedback from Coursera. So I am not only a teacher or researcher. Apart from, I have some social activity. So already college has given some responsibility, because I come from very poor family, very needy family. So one thing, I am working as a teacher representative from NGO, Needs and Samarpan. I request first year students to join these two NGOs to help rural people, rural students by whatever your means time, and you help to the rural people by these two NGOs. So we have the another NGO Needs and Samarpan. You can join them and you can help the rural students. So after all, I am a teacher, but my teaching quality, my mathematics, everything depend on your satisfaction level. So always I think that as a teacher, you are my customer. you are my output. So if you are happy, I will be happy. Last few years, we are taking some feedback. These are the student feedback. These systems always already in my college. So these are my very small research group. They are working. They are believe me. And the Polas Sau has joined with me. He is very poor family and he is doing job in very poor college. But I hope he will get his PhD degree. Dipankar and some student, some scholar. And here I thankful Professor Liu. Professor Liu has given me the best opportunity to doing some international project, uncertainty theory. My team is working on uncertainty theory. This is an excellent research opportunity. Professor G.K. Park is from my friend and he is staying in South Korea. And those who are interested for foreign study and you contact with my faculty members, they will. And finally, I say my sincere gratitude, Professor Maiti, from his inspiration and for his criticism. Today, I become a Professor Deepak Chana only because of Professor Maiti. So finally, I say one thing by the quote of Albert Einstein: education is not only learning of facts, it is a training of mind to be think. So by this quote, I conclude my speech. Subhaji, any questions? So from student side, any question? So you can ask me.
Hello.
Yes, any of there? Is there any question?
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Professor. Thank you, Professor, and thank you, HOD. Actually, Dubey sir has some technical problem in the mic. So, Dubey, thanks again, sir. Thanks for the support. And I think Dubey sir is now figured out. Okay, sir. Now over to you, Dubey sir.
Am I audible?
Yes, yes, yes.
Thank you, Professor Jana. It is a very nice talk for the students, and it is much more informative for the students. And from the student side, it comes that it is much more inspiring. And, definitely, we are lucky enough, and my students are also lucky enough that we'll get in touch you as a head of the department and get all kind of information later on. And again, whatever query you have, and you can come and meet Professor Jana. He will be always available as a department of HOD and in different meetings. Other for 1 year, we'll able to communicate. Professor Jana is parallelly as a mathematician. He is a better researcher. He has a lots of publication. He is a hard worker, and he comes from the ground of the situation, ground of the scenery. So we have lots of things to learn from him. Thank you, Professor Jana, for your kind cooperation and for kind continuous speech. So much valuable speech. We have to go for another session again. So as because our library is ready, and my students will be able to visit the library now, and they have, I think, they're going to connect. Thank you, Gautam. Thank you, everybody. And there is a request to all the audience now which are in Google Meet. You please leave the room. As you leave the room, then we can start another session. As because we are running more than 24 minutes late, and we are unable to give you break also. So it is a request. So please leave the room and vacate as early as possible. Then only we can start the session. Otherwise, so we are waiting for library. Actually, you please go, and that is another session assigned for them particular students, and they only will be allowed. Okay, you please room. If you not leave the room, then it will be difficult for us. We have to shut down the meeting and then again start new. So YouTube link will be changed, and those who are enjoying that meeting in outside the meeting and in YouTube, they will get disturbed. So we have to generate a new meeting. So please, it is a request, honest request, you are gentlemen. So please, gentlemen, you leave the room, and please you show your gentleness. You are engineering student, so hope so you listen the commands. Until and unless you able to grasp it, it will be not helpful for you also. So please leave the room as early as possible. Yes, 46 are there. You please leave the room. All of you are okay. Okay, please leave the room, gentlemen. You leave the room. All are gentlemen. So leaving the room. Thank you very much. All, please, you leave the room. Make it bucket. Make it bucket. Actually, we are not able to streaming in YouTube as the load is more here. So please leave and bucket the room. Please, please, please. Okay, thank you, everyone. Thank you. Thank you. Leave the room. 24s are remaining. You please leave the room. Others are waiting. And as because okay, thank you. Please leave the room. Roshan, thank you. Saurabh Raj, thank you very much. You please leave the room. I think our librarian has already joined. He's about.
Yes, sir. Our librarian sir has already joined.
Okay, librarian sir joined.
Yes.
So, now, sir, you can. Chattopadhyay sir.
Yes, sir. Ravi Shankar Chattopadhyay sir.
Chattopadhyay sir. Yes, madam. It is over to Dr. Priyanka there, madam. So, madam, please you can continue.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes. Ravi Shankar Chattopadhyay sir, our honorable librarian of Haldia Institute of Technology and academician in a true sense.
We have to wait. Sir has already left, I think.
Okay. I'll be just waiting. Yeah.
We have to wait another.
Prosenjit has joined, who is going to assist, sir. Yes.
Prosenjit, am I audible?
Yes, Ravi Shankar sir has joined.
Yes,
sir, are you there?
now?
Yeah.
Fine. Yeah. Okay, sir.
You can unmute
now,
your microphone.
Yes, my microphone is on.
Okay. Now we have amongst us Ravi Shankar Chattopadhyay sir, our librarian of Haldia Institute of Technology. Now he is going to throw some light on the library and how it functions in Haldia Institute of Technology. Now over to you, sir. I'm not getting into your elaborate introduction because you're already running late.
Okay.
Kindly start your presentation. The students are also waiting.
Okay, madam.
Over to you, sir.
Hello, students. This is a librarian here. Once again, congratulations and welcome to Haldia Institute of Technology, Haldia. Our department is library. It is named as Aryabhatta Central Library after the naming of greatest mathematician, one of the greatest mathematician and astronomer, Aryabhatta. So visiting the library, you can very well see what the books are there, how many journals are there. So I am going to tell about these facts regarding library hours, library rules and regulations. These basic things also are presented here. I wish to present here.
Sir, can you present your screen now? Yeah, thank you, sir.
Okay. The motto of the library is to align the student and user communities for enhancement of resources and to provide library services and resources in multiple formats that meet our users' needs. Documents are there by different formats. It is as print materials as well as non-print materials or e-resources. I have already explained the motto of the library, and it is the server room, the layout of the server room. Our library is automated library. It is automated through a software that is LibC software. All the transactions, that is issue and return of the books and also renewal of the books, are done through this software. This is the home page of our website. You can visit our library, e-journals and e-books, NPTEL lectures, OPAC. OPAC means online public access catalog. Through this service or facility, you can check all the documents regarding one subject or one author, or you can also search through title of the author, suppose engineering mathematics. So it will be demonstrated by you very well after coming to the library. And another one is digital library. Digital library is very important. There are many e-resources, e-books, e-journals, NPTEL resources, NDL resources, and DELNet resources. These resources are very useful to you. This will be guided by your faculties as well as library professionals. Right now, we are subscribing ProQuest ebooks, but these books covers mainly code engineering books. The books covers generally from second year to fourth year. And in case of MBA and MCA, it covers second year only. But we are trying to collect more books, more ebooks as per your requirements and needs. Just wait for some time and we will definitely provide you the ebooks through digitally. And checkout history means which books you already taken can be accounted by you easily. And HIT, the website of our college, you can visit by clicking. This is the layout. Actually, Aryabhatta Central Library is consisted of 2 floors, on ground floor and first floor. On ground floor, there is 2 reading halls, reading hall 1 and reading hall 2, and reference section is also there. Reference section means all the books, 1 copy, single copy, that is unique title of all the books are kept in reference section for consultation, for reading. Suppose one book has 10 copies or one book has only a copy, then only 1 copy, that is unique title, unique copy, is kept as reference collection. And this is the first floor layout. On the first floor, there is another reading hall, that is reading hall 3, and periodical section is there. Periodical means journals, magazines, and newspapers. In that case, bound volumes are also there in the periodical section. And there is digital library also. At a glance, you can see the library hours. Actually, it is 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. 365 days. In case of holiday, except holidays. In Sunday only it is 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. But from Monday to Saturday it is 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. Many library users are there, you know. Approximately it is more than 4,500. Total library area 4,402 square meter. It is a vast library in space. 3 reading halls we already mentioned. 1 reference section on the ground floor, periodical section on the first floor, fiction section. Fiction section is important. There are many literature based books, motivational books, spiritual books, for your entertainment, for your refresher, for your refreshment, for motivation. These books are very important. Always try to use the leisure time as fruitfully as possible. Circulation counter, there are 3 library counters, circulation counters, 4 circulation counters are there. It is well automated by the LeapSwift software. And 1 technical processing section is there on the ground floor. There all the books are technically processed. It is internal processing section. Sitting capacity, there are 3 reading halls we already mentioned. Reading capacity or sitting capacity approximately 300. If we consider the resources, then number of titles is more than 14,000. There are many books, more than 1,40,000 books are there. Number of learning resources in CD format 231. There are 10 newspapers in totality, 6 in English, 1 in Hindi, and 3 in Bengali. Magazines are in number 20. There are many national journals as well as international journals. And I want to mention the e-journals. E-journals is very important part of the library resources. We subscribed Springer e-resources. There are 4 packages actually. 1 is engineering, another one is computer science, third one in chemistry and material science, and last one is energy. Total number of e-journals are near about 450. And another one e-journal packages is, that is very widely accepted e-journals, that is Institute of Engineers of India. Total number of e-journals is 15 titles. Arrangement of books on the shelves. The books are arranged subject-wise. It is as per the acumen of library professional. We divided all the subjects decimally. So broadly, there are 10 divisions, but mainly science, applied sciences are most important for you. So how to search, how to pick and choose the books from the racks, it will be demonstrated clearly after coming physically to the library. Subject-wise arrangement is here is demonstrated. If you go to the rack, then just it is channel, suppose it is channel number is provided. Their related subjects are arranged as per the subject number or class number. So this class number is very much important. As per the class number or subject number, the correlated subjects you can choose and select as per your requirements. Borrowing privileges. You can take books on lending, BTech from 1st to 8th semesters, MBA 1st to 4th semester, MCSM 1st to 4th semester, MTech 1st to 4th semesters. All the students can take 6 general books at a time, maximum 6 general books and 1 fiction. But in case of BTech students who belong to tribal community, that is scheduled caste, scheduled tribe or OBC, then the student can take 1 more book as fiction. There is specifically 1 collection is there for that is tribal development program. Loan period for general books and also for fiction, it is 15 days. After 15 days, overdue charge of ₹1 per day per book will be calculated. But minimum fine will be calculated as ₹5. If you lose your card, then ₹25 will be deposited by you for duplicate library card, for getting duplicate library card. And if you lose any book, then you have to replace the book with the latest edition, latest one, and usual fines will be calculated as per the overdue charges. User education. Already just we have started orientation program, and after coming physically to the library, we will also provide orientation program again in detail. And there is one more service, that is current awareness service. That means time to time you will be notified as per the books and documents which come to the library. At that time, just after processing the books from the library, you will be notified which new documents are coming in the library, has come to the library. And the last service is selective dissemination of information, or SDI. If you want to gain more knowledge, then one detailed list regarding a micro subject or a macro subject, the list of documents will be provided to you. This is a time consuming process, so some time will be required for that, and from the library part we will definitely give you the list and arrange the documents for further study. It is a sample of membership card. Actually, the membership card of the college as well as the membership card of the library, the membership ID number will be same number. And this is the library card. Your photo is there, your barcoded, it is barcoded, as the library is a automated library. And the instructions or rules and regulations are there on the overlap of the library card, library membership card. This is very important. Always try to keep it safely, and instructions you can read. Access to library resources. There are many resources are there. It is a resourceful library, one of the vast libraries when the private engineering colleges are concerned. Resources are divided, mainly article database in case of journals and e-databases. Books with accompanied materials, generally accompanied materials as CD. Conference seminars, papers, e-books, We have already mentioned that ProQuest ebooks, we have already been subscribed, and another ebooks or another published ebooks we want to subscribe. More ebooks will be procured by the library and as well as college. Entertainment and leisure or motivational or spiritual books are there. Periodicals are there. Language learning facilities are there. Many documents are there relating to language learning, especially English. And publications of HIT, that is mainly in-house publications, and also the faculties published many documents that are also kept specially for your knowledge purpose. And question papers of MacOut is there, and other question papers are you can collect from the library. Video lectures, learning resources as NPTEL, NDL, NList, you can also access. E-resources, there are many resources we have already mentioned. Springer package, 4 packages are there. One is Springer e-journals, engineering, 166 journals are there. Computer science, 103 titles. Chemistry and material science, 170 titles. And last one is energy, consisting of 10 titles. The web link is same. You can access from here within the campus. It is 24/7, but it is beyond the library walls, but within the college campus. Outside college campus, it will not be accessed. And central library OPAC. OPAC means online public access catalog. I have already mentioned, through which resources are there in the library. You can take a look and you can retrieve the data and you can access after talking with the library professionals within the campus. Another one is the NPTEL. It is a library website. The link is there. Delnet, NDL is there. And the Institution of Engineers journals, 15 journals. But these particular 15 journals, you can access from anywhere, anytime. Outside college campus, you can access. It is user ID and password based. So this is also important journals. It is published by Springer. And ProQuest ebooks, already mentioned, for higher semesters. Generally, it covers from 2nd to 8th semester. And how to access Wi-Fi device. Library is well connected by Wi-Fi connectivity. You can use your mobile phone, Android phone, or laptop, and how to configure, how to connect to Wi-Fi device from the library. It is also mentioned here. And this slide presents as per the streams. Actually, not streams, as per the departments. There are all the departments and engineering science. That is basic science is covered here. How many titles are there? Total number of copies. Total number of journals, national, international, and all the e-resources are again specified here. And also last fiction and others are included in this list. Professional ethics, always you have to try to maintain the ethics. Ethics towards user, to maintain the good relationship between the library and its users. Always a library is a system. The purpose of the library is to fulfill the objective of the college, and objective to fulfill and to enhance or enrich total teaching and learning. So always for the betterment of library, always students, community, users, community, and library professionals are responsible for that. So we are a team, try to always maintain all the disciplines for the betterment of the library, and if any suggestions or feedbacks are there, always try to suggest the library. Ethics towards the organization, to uphold and give the respect to the library as an important part of the institution. Always you should always be proud, feel proud that you are a student of Haldia Institute of Technology. We also be very proud that we are a part of the team, a member of the team of the Haldia Institute of Technology. So always we must uphold and give the respect to the library as well as the college and college and authorities. Ethics toward society. To affirm the library status and roles in providing information for advancement of study. Ultimately, our goal is to advance of the study, advance of the society. So through advancement of study, we should uphold the interest of the society. So always we should try to be responsible in case of social goodness. This is the reading hall number 1 on the ground floor. 4 pictures are there. Reading hall 2 and reference section. Reading hall 2 and reference section on the ground floor. It is well in collection as reference collection. You can consult here. You can read as many hours as possible from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. It is reading hall 3 on the first floor. There are many books, mainly engineering books, core engineering books, and the electronics, electrical, mechanical books. All books are arranged here. This is digital library. Just in terms of the digital library is there, and there are many computers for accessing electronic resources and electronic documents. This is periodical section. There are many journals and magazines and newspapers, and bound volumes of the previous issued periodicals are also arranged here. This is a vast room. You can read also here. Staff profile, there are many staffs here. Total number is 16. Myself is Ravi Shankar Chattopadhyay, librarian. Mrs. Moumita Parigiri is here, deputy librarian. 4 assistant librarians are there. 1 assistant information officer. Senior library assistant 1. Technical assistant Mr. Prosenjit Ghosh. He is very efficient, and any if you face any technical problem, then you can consult. You must consult with him. And general assistants are there. Open learning is no different. We understand that to learn deeply, students need to be active, engaged, inspired, and involved. They need to interact with peers, connect dots between new and current knowledge, and they need to have fun in this process. Read books and love libraries. Thanks and enjoy reading from all of us from the Aryabhatta Central Library. So first come to the library, and after the situation will be more normal. And right now, if you want to come to the library, then library membership card will be given to you, and you can take maximum 6 books and fiction, and ebooks will be procured as early as possible. Then we will definitely intimate you regarding ebooks and how to access the ebooks. Thank you.
Room leave करवा दे.
Thank you so much, sir. Okay, Rajat sir, you carry on.
Okay, madam.
Okay.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. It was a very brief.
Sir, can we access ebooks?
Yes. Actually, for that, some days will be required. Okay, as early as possible, we will try to give you ebooks.
Okay, sir.
So it will take time, a few days, at least nearly 15 to 16 days. In normal mode also it is required.
Yeah.
So you will get access all the books there. Okay. You will have, I think, an SS number will be provided to you. Okay, thank you very much.
Okay.
And nearly, thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Nearly we come to near end of the so long e-SIP program. So I am finally this is the last. This was the last session. So we'll go for another some brief central facility visit, and now a brief video is will be available on your screen as you enter in the HIT. So the first day, what happens to you normally when this college is open? So normally, previous batch student has faced. Anupam sir, if you were there, then you can on the video. And these are the 4 pillars. Let the students to feel. Actually, video is, I think, sir, it is presenting. Yeah, you wait for a moment. Yeah. Pillars. This is the place. You can enlarge the video. If you enlarge it, then it will be visible better. Where the newcomers are accumulated according to branch wise, and after that they are allowed to enter inside the college. Now, as if you have here, and now you are entering, your mentor will lead you, and you will be asked to follow him. You are entering inside the college building. These are the steps, and that building is inaugurated by our late Jyoti Basu, ex-Chief Minister of the West Bengal. Another that was inaugurated by Buddhadev Bhattacharya. Lakshman Seth, he is the chairman of the institute. Ashish Lahiri, he is the secretary of the institute, and Tamalika Pandasat late, and she was the co-founder. Now they were entering inside the college building. This our beloved Tamalika Pandasat, she is no more now. She was one of the co-founder. This is the exam cell. Our chairman and other respected dignitaries. That is the training and placement cell. And this is our vision to achieve Center of Excellence in the field of science and technology and management education for creating dynamic human resources of a global standard with capabilities of accepting new challenges. And this vision is led by the mission to impart quality and value education, to raise satisfaction level of all stakeholders, to create competent, creative professionals and great entrepreneurs who can work as individuals or in group mathematical global environments, to prepare citizens who would grow to be competent enough to contribute significantly with personal integrity and civic responsibility for betterment of mankind throughout their careers and profession. Our goal to adhere to the reputation of being able to channel our human resources and guide the transformation process of every individual's dream into a reality. And this is the board where it is displayed how many total numbers of students are there, total the land area, teachers, hosteliers, number of faculties we have 246 faculties, and technical staff 72, and non-teaching staff 153. We have 1,121 boys and 543 girls are enrolled into the hostel. There's a quality policy we have to provide quality education services, both curricular and co-curricular grooming the student in all spheres so that our student can integrate his skills and serve industry and society well at the global level. Now, as if we will be allowed to go to the Assenbos Hall, their August gathering is waiting for you. बाद में. So it was a very small presentation as because to give you that particular test, as you have, if we are here that you have entered in the college the first day, you get the same feeling. Actually, two parts, we divide all the students in two parts, and the IT based students and non-IT branch students. So some students are allowed to go in SN Bose Hall. Their August gathering is there. The address and orientation takes place normally, and the others allowed to visit their lab and department. So it took the long 1-2 days activities. So this time, due to this pandemic situation, we have to go through that online mode, and all according to the AICT guideline. For so long activities, so long days. During these days, if we had made any mistakes to you, then please sorry for all everything. So now it is about to end the session, and after 4 we will go for valedictory, and there your assignments, what you have given, your family photos, your music, and all other activities you have submitted during these days will be reflected in this meeting. And but you have to watch that from YouTube, and you can comment from YouTube, you can share your experience from YouTube. So we will ask you to please leave the room, again vacate the room. Our dignitaries will be there, and they will show you. And before starting our valedictory, and we will like to show you some other central facilities, especially the computer science laboratories, chemistry laboratories. Due to being Saturday, no people is available in physics laboratory, so we are unable to show you physics 1 laboratory. We will able to show you physics 2 laboratory. So very soon we are going to show you this way, in the greenery of the nature. Our laboratory madam, she is going to the lab and the green environment, and she will show you the computer laboratory, automation laboratory. Madam is there, and within a few minutes we'll be able to see that laboratory, our their automation lab for the research facility regarding mathematics and all others, right? Computation, all that is available there. She will, within a few minutes, she will be available there. And one from, I think, chemistry laboratory. Piyush sir, if you are able to hear me. Piyush sir is not there. Okay. Okay, Shravani madam is there.
Devashree,
Okay.
Devashree.
Devashree madam is there. Yes.
Okay, good morning, everyone. Good morning, student. I am Devashree Singh, your demonstrator of chemistry lab.
Good evening.
First year.
Good morning, ma'am. Good morning, ma'am.
Okay, okay. Good morning, everyone.
Good evening, ma'am.
Devashree madam from chemistry laboratory, Shravani madam from computer science
Students,
laboratory.
everyone don't have to say good evening and good morning. You can write it in the chat box. Otherwise, you just hear what madam and sir says.
Right. Okay. Devashree madam, welcome you to the meeting, and this session for you. You show here our dear students the chemistry laboratory.
Okay, thank you, sir. Okay, good morning or good evening or good afternoon, everyone. I am Devashree Singh, demonstrator of chemistry lab for your first year. Okay, this is the chemistry lab. Everyone can see the lab. Okay, this is the chemistry lab for first year. We have 2 labs, lab 1 and lab 2 for your first year. And here for 1 lab, 63 students can perform the chemistry lab here. And so for both lab, there are 120 students can perform at a time. Back camera.
Madam, you can use the switch the cameras. It will be better. It was showing.
Yeah, I think it's
Yes,
showing.
yes.
Okay.
Sir, yes, sir,
So
yes, Ananda. I can show.
it's no problem. Okay, sure.
Yeah, it's good now.
Okay,
Yes, Shravani
everyone
madam.
can see the lab. Okay, see, this is your chemistry lab. Okay, this
Yes,
is
sir.
lab
Yes, sir, I'm
1.
there.
Okay, this is chemistry lab, lab 1, and another we have same lab and same arrangement here. And oh, okay, this is the burette for the here. We have to perform in our in our syllabus. There are 10 experiments we have to perform here. Okay,
Shravani
so
madam, you wait for time. We will connect you. Shravani madam, we will connect you. You just move on and enter into the laboratory. Madam, you enter into laboratory. Chemistry lab introduction is going on, and after there we show you. Okay,
okay,
Devasri
so
madam,
we
you
can
can continue.
say. Okay, thank you, sir. And this is the here we perform the lab here, and this is the burette. Okay, everyone can see this is burette. Okay, burette stand, and this is conical flask. Okay, this is pipette. Okay, this is beaker. Okay, and here another instrument we can we use your lab. We use the lab. This is pH metric titration. Okay, this is pH metric pH meter, and this is volumetric flasks. We use these volumetric flasks to prepare any solution. Okay, volumetric flasks, and this is pipette and pipette stand, and this is the also the volumetric flask containing different kind of solution. Okay, here one solution is the yellow color solution. This is potassium chromate you use in the lab also, and this is measuring cylinder. Okay, this is funnel. Okay, everyone can see that. So here, the chemistry lab, in this type of, there are 2 labs. This is lab 1 and another is, here another is the lab 2. So there are 120 students can perform simultaneously in the lab. And this is the storage of chemical, solid chemicals. This is the store, okay? And this is here another for chemical purpose, storing the chemical. And here we can say there is basic lab chemical hygiene and laboratory safety. We here in the laboratory safety, you can when you perform in the laboratory, you here you have to wear the apron and mask and gloves. Okay, sir.
What?
Thank you, Devasri. Our students are now satisfied. At least they have seen their chemistry lab. And now, thank you very much for coming on this Saturday also and cooperating us for our students' benefit. You are here. Thank you very much. Now, I'd like to request Shravani Madam, you please show us the computer science laboratory. That is,
Yes, sir, I'm here.
That is for a student of applied science. That is the laboratory for optimization. And you please show us.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. So, if you can hear me, I can show you the building. That is our central library building. So we have to enter to the lab. I'm going to entering to the lab. So I'm just showing you the path because students have to go for the path first, and then they have to they will go to the laboratory. So I'm just showing you the path. And myself is Shravani Roy, and I'm your demonstrator, ma'am, for the advanced optimization lab. So this lab actually basically you will perform C programming, C++ programming, and all first year mathematical programming will be done here. So first I will show you the path. Okay, so this is our Department of Management and Social Science building. So you have to go to the, can you see the poster there? So following this poster, you have to go to the
Excuse me, ma'am.
laboratory.
Excuse me. Just
Yes, sir.
turn the back camera. Turn on the back camera, ma'am.
Okay, 1 minute, 1 minute. Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Now it's okay.
Yes, absolutely fine.
So following the, I've already told you that following the MBA department poster, I'm just going to the laboratory. So students, you have to go to the library by this way only, okay? Because this is the library building, and they will not able to go to the library and enter the with their bags and accessories. So you have to go for the this path, okay? I'm showing you the path. There is a staircase, and so at the first floor, this is the entry point of your admins optimization lab. So first you need to put off your shoes here. This is the shoe case, and this is your advanced optimization lab. Okay, advanced optimization lab. I'm entering to the lab. This is your lab. So we have, basically this is a blur video. Sorry guys, I'm not able to see you the clear one. I don't know for which, for poor net connection or something else will be there. So this is your board. Here teachers will show you how to do the program and what is the explanation. And this is another one, and this is another one. See, we have two labs here. One is lab A, this one is lab A, and this one is lab B. 120 students can perform their lab here at the same time simultaneously. Okay, so this is lab A and this is lab B. So we have multi-facility lab where you can do your C programming as well as C++ programming, Java, Python, everything will be there. And we have systems with the HP i5 with the i5 processor, 8 GB RAM, and AMD Ryzen 3 Pro 2200G processor with the graphics card, and everything is there. So this is your lab. Okay guys, this is your advanced optimization lab. So this is lab A and this one is lab B. So 120 students can perform their lab at a same time. So I think I'm very clear about this lab. So
excuse me, ma'am.
Yes,
it's also connected by LAN facility.
Yes, the whole system that is one.
Student will be needed.
No. Absolutely, I can show you the switches. There is at the corner we have a big switch. Another corner you have a big.
Okay, thank you very much.
And okay, thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Madam Sabani, Madam. So fluently she showed you the path and all our central facility. That is the laboratory of optimization laboratory, computer science laboratory for computational work. We have another laboratory of computer science department. Every department having their own laboratory, and that each and every laboratory consists of the facility of nearly 120 students. Section wise, that is 60 students. They can appear and they can gain their facilities. And now I think there is Soma is there. Soma, can you hear me? Soma, am I audible to you? Soma,
yes,
am I
sir.
audible?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Soma, you are in the physics lab now. Soma, are you in physics lab? Yeah. You can please. Soma is our demonstrator of Department of Applied Science.
No, sir, I'm not demonstrator. I'm instructor.
She is the instructor, and another Bag Babu is there, our respected Bag Babu, and she will show you the facilities. The physics laboratory, actually, due to being Saturday, we don't have the keys now, so we cannot show you the lab 2. Only we can show you the lab lab 1, that is the intermediate level experiments, are very simple experiments are there. And that lab, I request Soma, please show you that laboratory for physics. Nearly for one section for 60 students, that laboratory. And another is there, another for 30 by 30, we allow to do the laboratory. Okay, Soma, thank you. Welcome, Soma, in the meeting. And the students are waiting for you. Please show the laboratory.
Everyone, welcome to Physics Lab 1, and I am your instructor Shoma Das, and another instructor is
Kulthum Bag.
Okay.
I am a lab instructor for another lab, physics lab.
Okay, so I am showing you the laboratory 1. So this is the Physics Lab 1, and so I am showing you all the experiment setup here. First one is young modulus. Okay. Second one is Carey-Foster bridge. Third one is half deflection method. Fourth one is Planck constant. Fifth one is rigidity modulus is here. Sixth one is band gap. Seventh one is solar cell experiment. Seventh one is viscosity. And we also have I already mentioned, also have another experiment lab. And there also a dark room, which is now closed. So now I am showing you the apparatus, experimental related apparatus. Hope you can see all the apparatus are here.
Thank you, Soma. Thank you very much. Thank
also
you.
showing the allotment chart, and that's enough. Okay, sorry. General instructions for you.
And another lab. Yeah, Soma, you can show that lab which is closed.
For you the Physics Lab 2. When you enter the department, first see the Physics Lab 1. So
Thank you, Soma. Thank you, Soma. Thank you very much for showing the lab.
okay, thank you everyone.
Okay.
See you soon. Bye.
Thank you, Soma and Soma, Devastri and Shravani. They handle our lab and they showed you that, and we have the lab of physics, chemistry, and lab of automation. These are the only lab which are in the applied science department. We have another workshops. Now we are not able to show you as we Saturday today. And we have electrical lab also, we have electronics lab also, and the workshop also for mechanical works for drawing, and the hall is there. So that we can, as you come and as your classes will start, it will be shown to you. So that much is enough from our side. And now thank you very much for being with us so long, of at least 10 to 15 days, day one, from day 1 to till today. So now it is a request to all of you, and we, after this meeting will over, we will show you what you have done these days, what you have sent to us. So it is a request to nearly those participants are here, those students are here, to please the room. And after a few minutes, our mentors will be here, and another meeting is there, very short meeting. Within that short meeting, we will try to conclude our this 10 to 15 days journey. So it is a request to all of my fellow students, my dear students, you please leave the room now, and you can watch this program in the same YouTube link.
Sir, we also have language lab.
Yeah, but I'm unable to show you. We have a language lab also, as because of being Saturday, we don't have the keys now. So please, you will be shown it when the classes will start. As I think the next week you will get the all informations regarding that, what you have to do the experiments in online mode, how you have to do the language lab, how you have to do the workshop. Also, it will be provided to you. So thank you very much for being present. Now it is a request to all of you, please leave the room and go and watch in YouTube. As early as you leave the room, then it will be better for us to start our end the session. We'll try to end it within 10 to 15 minutes. So please you leave the room. It is request to all, you please leave the room. My dear students, you please leave the room. Abhishek Kumar, Aditya Raj, Anand Kumar, as because you not leave the room, our mentors will not be able to enter, and our 44 numbers of mentors, they will enter inside the room, and all your presentations, all what you have done will be shown here. Okay. So it is a request to all of you, please leave the room. Please leave the room as early as you leave the room, then we can start for another session. Hope so. There is a break. Better to Anupam sir, if you allow, if your system allow, then we can go for a break of five minutes. So it is a break for 5 minutes, and within that break, I hope you will vacate the room. You please, as early as you will vacate the room, our mentors will enter inside the room. Okay. Thank you very much for your constant support. Subankar sir, you can continue that they can leave the room.
Angshure, you may leave now. Rohit Kumar, Sanjeev Ranjan, Rupesh, Angshure, you may leave now. Rohit Kumar, you may leave now. Rupesh, you may leave now. Angshure, you may leave now. Rohit Kumar, you may leave now. Rohit Kumar, Rupesh, you may leave now. Ravi Shankar Chattopadhyay, Rupesh, you may leave now. Who is Ravi Shankar Chattopadhyay?
Madam, he's our librarian, sir.
Okay.
Hello.
Yes, sir. You can stay or you can leave, sir. Thank you.
Okay. Congratulations to all of you. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
ঠিক আছে আমাদের বলছে হ্যাঁ থাকতে হবে না তখন আগে কোথায় আমরা তো ছিলাম না
মানে ভালো টাইমে এসে গেছি আমরা
আগে কোনো কারণে আমাদের একটা আপনার
Thank you, sir. You may mute, sir, and you may leave, sir. No problem.
Okay. Yeah, our mentors are entering, and Priyanka De madam is here, Anupam De sir is here, Piyush Khatwa sir is here, Meenakshi De madam is here. So hope so within as early as possible our mentors will get connected within the meeting, and those viewers in YouTube, please go and through that long activities what you have done, we are going to show you your family. we're going to show you what you have done. Anupam sir. These are the family photo of our dear students, those who have entered. So they, being the member of our HIT, we also have to get acquainted with their families. Lots of stories, lots of phone call. I think you have also attended. Some students called us and told they are not with family. They were away from family. They are unable to send their family photo. Right. Now, you and your family both are we too now the member of your family. You too now the member of our family. Priyanka madam, as the slide is going on, you can say a few words. Our mentor Gargi madam is also there. Meenakshi madam, I think Meenakshi madam also joined. She is also there. So we are not only connected to one student only. The pictures connect us through that particular student with their family. We get connected with the whole family. We can realize them, their background. Some student has sent their photo, some picture photo. He is away from his family now. He's in Kota. So he used to take photo of friends. Now some of the drawings are there. I'd like to request Anupam sir, you please show us. It's not the matter of only single student or one student. It is a matter of family, and he is the future of that particular family. So it is our responsibility also that we can treat him as that he may be able to hold the family, run the family. This is the way we get connected for the student from one family to another family to become a bigger family. So actually this made us speechless. So I think the drawings, the pictures, so now some of the music. तुम्हारे share tape. We are trying to show you the music, the singing, the dancing they have sent us, but due to some technical error, we are still not able. So hope so we'll overcome it very soon. So during this time, some of the students, I think they are in meeting. They have not left. Let's. Okay, others Gautam is here. Others Gautam, you can unmute your microphone and share your experience during these days. You can open your camera also. Others Gautam, am I audible? Am I audible to you? Am I audible? Am I audible, others? Okay, others, I think.
Yes, sir, you are audible. Yes, sir, you are audible. You are audible.
Thank you, madam. Anmol Kumar Singh. You can unmute your microphone. Anmol. Anusmita Malik, you can unmute your microphone and share your experience. Bittu Singh. If you hear me, then you can unmute your microphone and share your experience. Bittu Singh. Harsh Misra. Anusmita Malik. Anusmita, you can unmute your microphone and share your experience. Anusmita, am I audible to you? Anmol Kumar Singh. Aradhya Khan. Harshit Kumar. Anyone from you, if you want to share your experience during these days, you please share. Probably they're not able to hear me. Okay, thank you. Thank you. We're trying to overcome.
Hello.
Yes.
Yeah, Aradhya, please. Please
Aradhya,
continue.
Aradhya Kant, you please share. You can open your camera also if you wish. If your family is with you, then please.
No, my family is not with me.
Okay, you share.
All right, you share your views.
Yes.
You share your experience.
Okay. Yeah, yoga session was fantastic. Generally, if yoga session was not, I woke up around 9 p.m. or around 8:30 a.m. Okay. After yoga session, I feel like I have some energy in my body. Earlier, I have feeling that yeah, I should have a yoga in the morning, but I have not done these things because of my laziness. But after the yoga session, I feel some energy in my body. I have found myself more energetic. I have found I have found more energetic to study. You know, in the UHV session, I think Professor Minu Mehta, she was very fantastic teacher. Her way of teaching was so good. I like him most. Okay.
Absolutely. We all enjoyed her session. Absolutely.
Okay. And he taught me, and he understand me what is the difference between excellent and what is the difference between body need and self need. And I share this Minu Mehta lecture to my family, and they told me that she asked you. Hello.
Yes, you are audible.
Okay. And the session was fantastic. Something I was bored, but let me let me share you. But after some time, I concentrate myself, and I find that all the session, all the lecture, all the professor was fine. Especially I thanks to Mr. Minu Mehta, ma'am. She was outstanding teacher.
Thank you, Adya Khan. Thank you very much. And the viewers, those who are in YouTube, they also can comment there, and we are going through that. Our moderators are there in YouTube, and you're following what your comments, your experience, your sharing will be shared from here inside the meeting. And now technically problem has already overcome. So Anupam sir.
যখন প্রথম ধরেছে কোলে আমার মল্লিকা বনে, যখন প্রথম ধরেছে কোলে আমার মল্লিকা বনে, তোমারও লাগিয়া তখনই বন্ধু বেঁধেছিনু অঞ্জলি, তোমারও লাগিয়া তখনই বন্ধু বেঁধেছিনু অঞ্জলি, আমার মল্লিকা বনে, আমার মল্লিকা বনে, যখন প্রথম ধরেছে কলি আমার মল্লিকা বনে। শিশিরে শিশিরে অরুণ মালিকা উঠিতেছে ছলো ছলি আমার মল্লিকা বনে আমার মল্লিকা বনে যখন প্রথম ধরেছে কলি আমার মল্লিকা বনে
This was a performance of our students. So lots of nearly thousands of such activities they have submitted. Some of according to as it was saying in the assignment form that they have to submit some activities. So lots of pictures are there, lots of drawings are there, lots of singings are there, lots of dancing videos are there. We are trying to show you. So a little bit, I think within 5 to 10 minutes, we can come to the conclusion also. So, and as our showing, yes, you can show. It is one of the another presentation as because it is taking time. It is done by our Hope so. It was a small video, but having a big talent. I think we'll be able to explore him and get him in our different activities near future. Any other? There are lots as for information from Anupam sir. So there is another one. Yeah, Paulomi ma'am, raise your hand. You can share if you want to say. Just seeing these, our college days coming into our memory. Madam, your hand is raised. You can, if you want to share something, you can share. Next one. Nearly we all mentors are here. So these are the activities as done. This is another. is the end of our e-SIP program. And our coordinator is here. So I'm able to see him in the meeting. So coordinator sir, you please say a few words and just we can go to the end of this session. Thank you for your kind cooperation. Unless and until your cooperation, all of our mentors, it was not possible. So coordinator sir is here. Sir, please say a few words. So constant report of all our mentors and support of our student, support of the HOD, support of the college, support of all department. We are able to conclude now today. To say a few words as we can conclude and end the session.
Thank you, Dr. Dubey. So it is the nice moment. Good evening, my dear student. Good evening, Paulami ma'am. You have worked with us a hectic journey these 5 days, but this hectic journey is not heavier. You will move in your next 4 years in this way, and after 4 years you will be a really human and should be a good engineer. We always pray to our Almighty that our engineer from HIT, they explore themselves in such a way, they light the every part of our country and they host the flag of our Indian nation. So we are waiting for you in the college. Thank you, my dear student. Your active participation make this program successful. Really hats off you, my dear student. Thank you all.
So there is a small announcement from the department is that all the students are requested to join their respective mentoring class Monday 7/12/2020 at 9:50 a.m. As it is already been discussed earlier several times, you will be having the class schedule from Monday to Saturday like this. In the first half, that means pre-lunch session, you will be having 2 classes, one from 10 to 10:45, next class with a short break of 15 minutes, 11 to 11:45. Then you will be having a break. Then we will again resume in the second half from 3 to 3:45, one class, and another class will be from 4 to 4:45. So the schedule, which class is when, that will be provided in your respective classes, respective Google classes through your mentor. So please, time to time, you check your Google Classrooms to find the classroom link as well as classroom schedules and all the other announcement. I hope you people will enjoy this semester and the year with us. Thank you all. You may leave.
Hello, sir.
Yes, say, Aradhya.
Ma'am, when will I connect with my mentor?
Hope you have already been connected with your mentors through the email. Okay, you please check your email. There will be finding all the connections links. Okay, all provided in the email.
Okay.
And your mentor has already talked to you several times. Maybe you couldn't recognize him or her. Okay, you please keep a check on the email as Anupam sir has said.
Okay, okay.